Hello and welcome back to the 4-0 Up podcast. And the keen-eyed viewers at home will notice there's someone different on the podcast, and today's guest is moving me like 2009-10 Dimapar Berbatov. He's hit 5. It's Tom Barnes' fifth appearance on the 4-0 Up podcast. The fifth appearance.
I'll take that.
Number 5.
Aguero against Newcastle.
Yeah. I'm sure you want to forget that. Yeah, moving like Dimitar Berbatov against Blackburn in 09.
I didn't know it was 5.
Yeah, five times in the podcast.
Yeah, it's 5, I think.
Yeah, we worked it out, yeah.
I'll take that.
Good lad.
Yeah.
Good
5
lad.
times in the podcast.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so
Must be doing something right.
Well, just the easiest to get on.
Yeah,
a lot of friends.
You're the only one that was
We don't have
available.
loads of mates, so
Yeah,
Quite lonely.
Reece gives abuse for he won't watch this, so I can say. Reece gives abuse for our football tic-tac-toe knowledge. He's been banned from the
Yeah, he's
podcast
been
forever.
Fully banned.
mate, it's hard when you're in front of the camera, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
so
he
easy.
wouldn't know.
Let's
He
say a
wouldn't
piece on
know.
this. It is so much harder when you're in front of the camera. I was watching the TikTok. I was like, how on earth did I not get that? It is so difficult because you're just under so much pressure.
If you're just actually watching one of them random TikToks, you go straight away. No, I want to know.
Also, the people saying
Mind's
like,
composed.
Yeah.
You're not thinking
I
about it.
found your reply to one of the comments quite funny. It was like, I just screamed Hakimi so loud the police came around. You're like, well, no, you didn't though, did you?
I'm replying to, can I get some comments up? Because I've been
Oh,
replying.
you get rinsed for it, don't you?
Oh, we get
All my For You
rinsed.
page at the moment is these tic-tac-toes,
yeah.
and everyone gets
We've got like
rinsed.
70k views, few of them. So that's not. It's grown our page, but I mean, it's good for our page, but we're just getting
It's a
abused.
good
But it's quite
idea.
funny. I don't care about the abuse.
I don't give a shit about it. Just
No,
wish
no.
It has to be
people
me to
appreciate
deal with it because I'm on the account, so I wake up every day.
Yeah, but I check the comments a lot.
Take a listen, briefs,
tough
TikTok.
watch. But no, let me see. Because
Some
Some of the comments are quite funny though. It's
I
like,
think
do
I
you
replied to
want,
some of them.
Do you want a table with your wires?
I like that though. It's
That
quite
is
funny.
the university's fault, and not ours.
Yeah,
I'd like
come
to
on.
say.
Not us,
The table
not us.
has no hole in it, which is not great, is it? But
Yeah, that's just what we have to do with next year though.
yeah, next
We might
year,
have a hole in the table.
Yeah, next year, watch the space. So Saul said, guys, I've been arrested for being screaming, nice, the name of Sergio Ramos at 3 a.m. and I just replied, you haven't been though.
Yeah, I can't imagine he has. Has
Yeah.
he?
No, I
No,
really
I
doubt
don't
it.
think so.
Yeah.
And then someone said, I was screaming where Hanakimi through my phone. I replied, couldn't hear you.
It's just dead bad, but it's funny as well.
Yeah. Hold on, there's another one. Nope. There's some more.
There's a lot of comments.
How many views is that one on now?
I think
What
about
is it?
There's about 4 that are over 60k, I think.
Yeah,
Four of them.
our one's got like 60.
Something like that.
Oh, I thought it was just one though.
No, there's
No,
one
they've
that
all
did
done-
much
they've all
better than the
banned.
other one, but most of them
They're all gone up now.
They're all like minimum 45, 50, aren't they?
And then
There's one that's on
followers
like
gone
10k.
And then Larry Fish 9292 said didn't like 10 seconds. I just replied, nice, Larry Fish 9292. There's definitely another one.
How many followers you got on TikTok now?
300?
Me or the podcast?
Oh my
Sorry.
Christ.
Boring.
This kid's ego grows every
Yeah.
single
No, it actually doesn't. No,
You should see the way he struts into uni.
Oh,
It's
no,
so
I-
embarrassing.
I don't.
He makes people pull chairs out for him and stuff.
Yeah,
He's got
it's
15k on TikTok. It's
He
unbelievable.
made the lecturer clap him in.
You said it on me.
Yeah, our lecturer who works for Sky Sports had to applaud him as he
Yeah.
came into the room.
Yeah, and one of the first ever pieces of abuse we ever got was Yellow Clock 73 said we should start a podcast, and I replied, your pinned video is about the foot draft. So yeah,
So
that's,
have that.
yeah, have that. That's
We enjoy it.
yeah.
Come on.
No, we do.
We have fun.
No, we do. Mason, for some reason, commented LLLLL, even though.
Yeah, because I replied saying that I had a really bad performance, and he was
Yeah.
like,
That was
I was like,
cringe.
how old are you, Mason?
Yeah.
Get a grip, Mason.
Cringe, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day is my world.
Te amo.
Ti amo.
Te amo.
Ti amo.
Te amo.
Te amo.
Poor Mason's getting abused.
Mi
by
amor,
me. But trust me, if he was here, he'd be getting exactly
Me
the same abuse.
gusta, te amo.
Anyway, we are going to start off the episode like we always do with the quiz.
Yeah.
Quiz,
Now,
quiz,
Tom
quiz,
Barnes
quiz.
has never actually played the quiz. However, Tom Barnes' first episode, he hosted a quiz.
Yeah, I did.
I wasn't
did.
here.
You weren't here. Tom Barnes sat right where you are now.
Thank God.
And yeah, I won that quiz.
It was a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
episode.
Because I wasn't here.
There were some dodgy answers though.
Oh, some
Mason.
awful. Mason.
What Mason say?
Can you tell me
What was
about it?
the-
Oh, Mason's had some dodgy answers in this quiz.
He
as
said
well.
Mario Gomez scored the goal, like in the 7-1, the Germany-Brazil
Yeah.
7-1. He said Mario Gomez scored the 1 goal for Brazil.
Shocking. honestly.
No.
I
There was
swear that was
another
it.
one.
I
There was
swear
another
that
one, but
was
I
it.
can't remember it.
Did he not say something like, I think he got that question mixed up with like the Miroslav Klose question because obviously
Yeah.
he's the top goal scorer in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah,
But he still said it.
I think that's,
It was
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, he still had that down for his answers. That's still
it was
his,
so
that's still his own doing.
LLLLL.
But he's had a couple of really
Oh, he's a-
shockers. shockers.
He's a bit
We've
daft.
all had some
No,
shockers.
well,
like, yeah, we've,
Oh, yeah, we have all.
Bound to
Yeah.
happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
you know, especially on tic-tac-toe.
Oh,
I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
forgot who our
But
nine
anyway,
was.
we are going to do the colour theme like we always do. So I'm wearing this lovely pint football top, which I think is quite cool. And so I'm going to be yellow. Thomas is wearing a lovely vintage Barcelona top with Mercy on the back. So he's going to be red. It's closer to red.
Unlucky, mate.
Oh no!
Yeah. Joe has got a little bit of navy, which can be translated as blue in his
like
England
blue.
top. So
Yeah, we'll
he's
say
going to
blue.
take the blue questions.
And
And
I'll
because
have green.
Tom is being born as anything and he's wearing black, he's going to get the other one, which is green.
Golf.
All right. So I'll tell you what. We will start off with Tom Barnes. We're going to start off.
Yeah.
We're going to start off with Tom Barnes on the greens. Right. Here we
What's
go.
it like? Are they tough or not?
Yeah,
Summer.
You'll see. You'll see.
Summer. There's no line. They're either dead easy or dead hard.
Sweet.
So we're gonna give you a dead hard.
That one of last week about the what injury did he have or something?
A
Yeah, the
foot or
injury.
something,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
So that
so
what
hard.
was in part of his medical.
When they tried to
Yeah.
sabotage me with foot questions, if I have any clue about that. It was like, why did someone in the 1950s fail the medical or something? Yeah.
I got two questions.
He had like no feet or something, or his leg fell off or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not,
He had malaria.
He had malaria, like
Yeah.
Cheryl Cole.
Poor Cheryl.
Poor Cheryl.
13 years ago, bless her.
Yeah, bless her. She's alright now.
Yeah,
Isn't she?
she's sound.
Give us an easy one. Give us an easy
No.
No.
one. Sweet.
No.
Sometimes they're really
No.
easy. Sometimes they are like
Too
really
easy.
difficult.
No.
We will give you a fair one, but these are all very easy.
Yeah, sometimes there's like really good questions. Like the Cuckoo Martino
That's
one.
alright.
Last week was really good.
I think it's probably still
This
easy.
is
But...
determined.
Okay,
Coming
right.
for a sixth time.
Right. You should get this. He should get this.
Don't say that.
Yeah, we always say
We
that.
always
Don't
say
say
that.
that. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Thomas Barnes.
Yep.
World stage. Here we go. Which country has played in the most FIFA World Cup finals with 8 appearances?
Ooh.
World Cup finals. I mean,
Yeah,
the
is
actual final.
I also want to know that. I think
How
it's
can it
just the
count?
World
Is-
Cup,
is-
the
or-
World Cup in general.
yeah.
Because this team has not been to that many World Cup finals. Finals.
No, yeah, that's what they call it. They call it the World Cup
Yeah, like
finals.
you've got to the
Yeah,
the
as
World
in
Cup
that-
finals.
If you get through all the qualifications.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
what
World
it's
Cup
called.
final.
So you're at
Yeah.
the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah.
the question is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ.
That's tough. Well, no, it's not tough.
I think I know the answer.
right.
Well, you're giving me a clue saying they've not been to that many
Just-
World Cup finals. So
Can I see the
I'm
question?
trying to.
I'm gonna Google.
No, it must mean final.
Yeah, I think it means fine.
It must mean final.
Oh no, it has to mean final.
It has to
As
be.
in- as
yeah,
in
it's
that
final.
final.
The World Cup final, that has to be it. If it's not, then I don't understand why the question's worded like that.
Oh, I don't want
Oh no, it has to be final.
It
It
is
has to be
final.
final.
It is final, it's final.
Has to be.
Yeah,
It has to be
final.
final.
Right?
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
final.
World Cup finals.
Jamie, you've got to think about
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. And the fact that that wouldn't be in the answer.
Right, so
Yes.
Yeah.
what's your
It's
thought
World
process?
Cup finals.
World
so
Cup
the very
finals.
last game of a World Cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
they
deciding
have,
game.
They have either won the World Cup in that game or lost the World Cup in that game.
There's a few in mind.
All right, think
Well,
out loud.
yeah,
Talk to
yeah,
us. Talk
yeah,
to us.
yeah.
Well,
Podcast
I-
one in,
well,
mate.
There's
yeah.
a few. So I'm thinking Italy, Germany, Brazil all come to mind. I don't think it's Holland. I think they've just got the record for the most finals without a win, which is 3, I want to say. But I'm trying to think longevity as well. I'm gonna go Germany.
And he'd be correct. Well done, Tom. Well done.
Well played, mate.
Well played, Tom.
By the way, 1-4, lost 4.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was I didn't like the way that was worded. It was a bit
I
weird.
always think we call it World
Because I always hate when on the TV when like Wales have made it to the World Cup finals.
No, they haven't.
I'm like, just say the World Cup.
Mate, it's for a World Cup.
Yeah, yeah. Right, Thomas Hammond, red.
Oh, God, I'm not going to
Unlucky, mate. Unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky, mate.
Unlucky,
Throwback
mate.
is easily the worst one.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
this is horrible,
Easily
Tom. This is
yeah,
horrible.
you don't want throwback.
We should have given you red. just out
Oh,
of
oh,
spite.
we're all different colours, different.
Yeah,
kind of-
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you'd listened to the very start of the episode, I explained that.
We've got throwback football, Premier League, general knowledge, and world stage.
And you just
I
got
thought you
world
were being
stage.
sarcastic, saying I was on the world stage when you asked the question, thinking
Oh.
this podcast bigger than what it is. You know what I mean?
God, we've got Mason replacement, haven't we?
Oh
I want Mason.
I'm not on my phone.
Pair of divs.
I'm not on my
We've
phone.
had that question before, but he definitely doesn't remember it.
I hope I do know, but I probably won't. My memory is
He 100% doesn't
horrendous.
remember it. Yeah, we've had
That's
that.
too easy.
Yeah.
I did do that one.
Right,
Right.
you actually had this
I had
question.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't help me, but
Tom Hammond.
oh, okay, that's a bit weird. Someone else.
Someone called him Thomas.
Okay.
Tom Hammond. Throwback football. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Which England goalkeeper lost his sight in one eye after a car crash in 1972?
Oh, I do remember the question. Don't remember the answer though, so that doesn't help.
So you knew it.
So he lost his. Doesn't say the year or anything, does it? It just says.
He said he lost his sight after a car crash in 1972.
Oh, 1972. Oh God. I can't even think of the England keeper then.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember either. I wasn't born.
Yeah, I wasn't alive. So that's not very fair.
It was just before I was born.
I literally can't even think of a keeper, so might just be a
I
write-off.
reckon I was in the womb.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was.
I'm going to just say Gordon Banks, but I don't have a clue who it is.
Got it. Bang on. Nice one. Respect.
Get
We
in.
clap for Tom. We'll clap for Thomas too.
Yay.
Nice.
That's actually the only keeper I can think of before this century.
Yeah. Right. Over to you for me and Lex's questions. I'm yellow.
Yellow.
Can you shuffle? Can you actually not?
No.
Tom, can you shuffle?
His dad's a magician.
His dad,
so
yeah, I was going to say
surely,
his dad
Yeah.
is
Surely,
quite
right?
Dad's a magician.
My dad's a magician.
He taught me how to shuffle.
It's not about that.
Didn't realise until I said.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, I love that question. I absolutely love it.
Should we give him that
Yeah,
one?
I love that question.
Alright. So who's this for, Jamie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bobby Zamora is one of only 2 players to have scored a Premier League penalty with both feet. Who is the other?
It's such a good question.
This is a great question.
Right. I think I know for sure Mason Greenwood has scored a penalty with 2 different feet. However, I think one of them came in the cup against like Tranmere or something.
Yeah.
Who has scored a
I
penalty?
love that someone's just done that as well. Just taking a penalty with both feet. Just respect.
Who's really 2-footed? Shinman, Son? No. Harry Kane would have taken them all.
I think I've got a guess. I don't think it'd be right though.
Yeah. I honestly wouldn't have got it.
I've just started thinking of people that took like.
You wouldn't have got it?
No.
Ah.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't have done
It says Premier League, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone from the last.
I
season.
honestly could have started for
Got three
about 2 hours and wouldn't have got it. So, good luck to you, mate.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
It'd be something
Yeah,
like
it's not
Zoltan
terrible.
Guerrero or something. Wouldn't it?
No. Obafemi Martins.
Ah.
I thought he was really one-footed. I didn't know that he...
No.
Who'd you guess?
I was going to guess Ricky Lambert.
That's
Oh,
not my shout, yeah.
Was it 49 out of 50 or something for his pens?
It's a cool question, though.
Yeah, that's a great
It's a
question
very-
to be
yeah.
fair, yeah. That's unfortunate.
What are you?
He's a blue.
I reckon not many people get that.
No, it's good
no,
stats.
no.
No, it's
Yeah.
pub quiz question,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. It's one of them questions, once you know it, you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
sticks
one you
with
want to
that.
know, isn't it?
Yeah, it sticks with you.
That's
It's like the
a
Duncan
glad I
Ferguson
now
hat trick
know
of
that.
headers.
That's a Duncan Alexander stat, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
It really is, yeah.
Duncan
Right.
Duncan
The
Ferguson hat
next
trick of
person to
headers.
do that, next person to score a pen with another foot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll be straight on it. He's an
A
encyclopedia.
4-3, a sport battle 4-3-3 will be all over that.
Look us on the back as well.
Oh, is it? Would you get that though?
I don't know.
Something like this now.
What will we talk about while they're deciding on the question?
Talk about how they disrespected me. Just
How
give me
they
a question.
No,
I think it's
we're
hard. Just give me the
respecting
question.
you
I think they're trying to make it even harder for you so you don't get it.
Yeah, I think
gonna
that's a
be,
bit horrible, to be honest.
No, it's what we do though.
No, do that.
Not
do
dead
that
hard.
one. Do
Okay.
the
No, we look for
do
dead
that
hard
one.
ones.
No, we don't.
If we see a dead,
no,
if we get a dead hard one,
Is
we
that-
give it to them.
is that-
Yeah, no. Well, mate, I asked a question about feet last
I know,
week.
I know.
This one.
All right, legs.
It's a decent question.
Hi, Tom. You alright, mate?
I'm all right, mate. Which 2 clubs play in the M1 derby?
M1.
Oh yeah.
M1 derby.
M1. United and City.
Is it Brighton and Crystal Palace? Oh.
M1.
M1 isn't up here, is it? Is it?
M1's in London though. Birmingham.
Is it
Dress.
postcode though? Surely M1, or is it the road?
I think it's the motorway.
I think it's
Roads.
the- yeah.
As in
It's not-
motorway
I
one.
don't think it's postcode.
As in motorway one. That's
Have you
what
not
it means.
guessed?
Is it two
Otherwise,
clubs?
it's up near
Oh
us.
yeah, well, I guess City United because I thought it'd be postcode. But
No.
No, yeah.
What is it?
Well, tell us then.
Luton Town and Watford.
Oh.
Gutted I didn't get that.
Oh.
Should have known.
What would I
Everyone
do?
always talks about the M1 derby as well.
I thought there was the Palace. When was the Palace in Brighton one?
Oh,
I don't know,
M25.
That's
It's a
the
weird
one.
derby.
Yeah, M25.
That's a fake
That is the worst derby ever. They
It's
played
not
at,
really a derby.
No,
not a
they played
derby.
at 3 p.m. on a
Yeah,
Saturday.
exactly. 3 o'clock. Yeah.
It's just not a derby, or even a rivalry.
Yeah.
No one cares.
It's played at 3 o'clock on a Saturday.
No, yeah, what
yeah.
other derbies played at 3 o'clock on a Saturday?
That's a very good point. No, we talked about Brighton, and they're down in the south coast.
Oh.
We're going to talk about another team down the south
Oh.
coast, Southampton.
Oh, good
And
segue.
they've got a new manager, Jesse
Great-
Marsh.
Great segue.
Jesse Marsh has left Marshing on together for.
Oh, when the Saints
and
go
I'm-
marching
king of
in.
transitions.
Now the Saints go marching on.
Oh.
Jamie Sims came for that one.
Don't do it.
Oh,
I didn't want to leave it back. It's a bit hard.
Yeah.
I hate that.
What's everyone's like initial thoughts then? I think we all have the same
Get
thoughts.
in! Get in
They're
there.
down anyway. They're
Yeah.
down, you know that.
Yeah, you'd imagine.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
they're down anyway.
Yeah.
They're the one
Yeah,
guarantee.
So they are 4 points off. They're
Survival.
4 points off survival.
Yeah.
But it's not looking good.
I don't
with
think
that
they'll
appointment.
finish bottom.
Oh no, I think they will.
No, I think
No, I
Bournemouth,
think Bournemouth will.
will finish right bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I can just see Southampton getting a result here and there. Obviously, not enough to keep them up. Whereas Bournemouth,
I think there'll be a car crash for the rest of the season.
See him
personally.
honestly.
They already are,
Southampton.
so what's
Yeah.
going to happen?
I think they'll get worse somehow.
Really?
I think they'll have like 2 games where you go, oh, they played quite well and they got a point against Fulham or
Yeah,
something.
Jesse
But then
Marshall.
after that, it'll be.
Yeah,
shite.
Jesse Marshall sees Sulemana running on the left wing and he'll tell them at halftime, he's like, no, the goal is in the centre of the pitch. That's where we want to play our best football. I thought that was the weirdest thing ever when he said that. He was like, we want to play our football in the middle of the pitch. No, you just want to play. He plays it this.
Weird,
So he said something like a
weird.
4-3-3 or whatever, or 4-2-3-1, but it's basically a 4-2-2. Right? And it's just this box in midfield. And it just doesn't work. It's just
Ugly, innit? It's ugly.
It's so ugly.
So if
And
you
then
ca- if
he
you- if you
pushes
can't get a
Ealing up,
tune-
and he just leaves these massive gaps at the back, and and the centre backs aren't good at covering the space.
No, agreed,
He needs Stuart Dallas.
If you
Yeah,
can't,
I-
if you can't get a tune out of that Leeds team, I don't know how he's going to get one out of this.
Oh, at least
No.
he's better than someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Southampton's got some
100%
individually good players, and I
Yeah.
think that's what's going to bail him out. A James Ward-Prowse will bail him. A free kick will bail him
But
out of
so
a
is
result.
Leeds, really. Leeds has some good
Yeah,
individual
Leeds
players.
I don't think that they have
Some
bail out
are-
players.
Nonto.
No.
Well, no,
Nonto.
okay, yeah, Nonto,
Nonto's
Sinister,
brilliant.
yeah.
Nonto's brilliant.
Yeah, I
Sister's
just-
always injured, isn't
I
he?
love, that, I love
Yeah.
that Rodrigo up front.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, he's
Rodrigo.
injured at the minute,
Injured,
though,
I
too,
think.
yeah. But somehow he's had 10 goals this season and missed basically half the year with being.
He
Yeah,
seems
I
to score
don't-
every time he's played.
Yeah.
I don't understand the appointment. It's like they've just signed a relegation
They
rival
were desperate.
manager who got sacked
desperate.
last week.
Yeah, I understand that, and we've talked about this already so much. We're going to say it on the podcast. I understand the signing if he was appointed when Nathan Jones was appointed, because you go from
Yeah.
Ralph Hasenhüttl, Red Bull coach, who plays a pretty similar system to Jesse Marsh, to a younger Red Bull coach who's going to play at least be under a similar philosophy, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to come in and totally change things up like Nathan Jones did. It's not going to be a drastic change in the middle of the season, because at that point they needed someone that was either going to continue playing the same football and get results, just maybe improve the football, a little bit of tweaks here and there, or you needed someone to come in and save the ship.
Yeah.
Neither Nathan Jones or Jesse Marsh can save the ship. And now that Jesse Marsh has been appointed, it's too little too late to
Yeah.
tweak things. It is save the ship or go down.
Nathan
That is it.
Jones did give us some very good times. Like, as a neutral, he was one of the funniest managers. Just saying, I was a perfect fit. I was one of the best in Europe.
Yeah. But he
Like-
was. I actually, he was nowhere near a perfect fit.
No, he wasn't. No, he just said that because, well, I don't know why he said it.
It's like
just
he wanted to get
big-headed.
himself sacked.
Yeah.
He was on a speed run to get himself,
Do you reckon?
himself in a job.
Do you reckon he got championship manager of the season last year, and not enough people talked to him? And he said, "Right, I need to make a name for myself."
He's an
Nigel
attention
Pearson
seeker.
used to do it in interviews,
Yeah,
where he made a
does,
name
yeah.
for himself.
Big
So
himself
now
up.
every job he goes to, the media are going to talk
Yeah.
about it because of what he said in the past.
Yeah.
It also puts him off going to some. It also puts clubs off taking him.
Oh, 100%.
But
100%.
It's not
I
rocket
think the
science,
idea
though.
of
If a
making a
manager
name
wants
for
to make a
himself-
name for himself,
You do it
it's
right.
about results.
Yeah,
it's
do it
not
on the
about
pitch,
what you say
yeah.
in a press conference.
unless he's really good with the press and
Exactly.
answers really defiantly. But he was talking about like I could have stayed in
tangents.
Wales and married a Welsh girl. You know what I mean? I was a
Yeah, no
PE
disrespect
teacher.
to Wales, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not safe.
that's
Like,
so-
what?
so- I was like talking about like I was a PE teacher. I was telling us a life story. You could tell at that point he wanted people to feel bad for him. And no one was going to
Yeah,
feel bad
agreed,
for him.
yeah.
Everyone's
And then
like-
when you've got like, because obviously when he was at Stoke, he played under Ashley Williams. You have Ashley Williams coming out and saying this stuff about Nathan Jones and stuff.
Wait, what was this? I haven't seen this.
So did you not see Ashley Williams went in the Rio Ferdinand's
yeah.
podcast? Rio Ferdinand wasn't on it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Stephen House and someone else was on it.
Right.
So he went on like Rio Ferdinand's podcast and he was talking about the time at Stoke where he had Ashley Williams and Ryan Shawcross, and he basically was like, it's up to yous. He didn't really coach them. He didn't give them an idea. He was just like, well, Ryan Shawcross played in a team that played long ball football. Ashley Williams played in a team that played like on the ball football. And Nathan Jones was like, oh well, he didn't really pick a style of football he wanted to play. So it was Ryan Shawcross playing up to one suit and Ashley Williams playing to another suit. It was never ever ever going to work. He didn't coach. He didn't
That's
manage.
what Lampard's side was like.
Yeah.
Just put them on the pitch in
Yeah.
the formation and went, go on.
Yeah, he didn't go, right, we're going to play this way and it's going to be done this
No
way.
identity, is
yeah,
it? It's just
no,
you're
and
all on
that's-
the pitch.
Oh, I got
was at Stoke.
sacked,
When
yeah.
he went
Well, yeah,
terrible.
went Luton, Stoke Luton, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went back
he
to
was
Luton.
terrible
And he
at
did
Stoke.
amazing with Luton.
Very
He
good
did,
job
yeah, he
with
did amazing at
Very
Luton,
good
to be
job.
fair.
But that's
yeah.
his level. That is
That is his level, yeah, that's
their
his level,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I don't blame him for taking the job because who would it? It'd be a madman not to take
Well, it might be
but-
your only chance to manage the Prem,
Yeah,
so
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think-
you
don't-
take it, don't you? But
Yeah, he's not going to get another chance now, I don't think.
Yeah, it was.
unless he comes up from the Championship with a Prem team,
Yeah.
with a team to the Prem, I don't think
That's
he'll
what
get
he
a
should
job
do.
in the Prem.
Yeah, that's what he
I
should
think
do.
we saw like a little bit of a precedent when Mick Beale rejected Wolves.
They went to Rangers.
Yeah, and then went to Rangers a month later. But to be
Yeah.
fair, his ties to Rangers.
Yeah.
We were
very
literally
consistent with
applauding
Gerrard.
him, like, on
But
the podcast.
that was weird, and now he's not doing incredibly at Rangers either. He's
Doing
not doing
alright,
amazing,
yeah.
and QPR falling off a cliff.
He's very, yeah.
He's doing okay.
Yeah, I feel he had a good project to keep you up.
He had a really good. I thought they'd go up.
Where are
That's why I
QPR
like
now?
Colbrand.
12.
12. Is that what it
12.
is?
Yeah.
That's why I like Colbrand.
Corbran signed a new
Yeah.
contract. I respected.
Oh, that was so good. That was
Yeah.
class. Because obviously we thought Corbrand's going to release. The next day, West Brom,
Signed, yeah.
the,
They tweeted out,
the
like-
extension deal.
Oh, they tweeted out some.
I know what you mean. It was a video from somewhere.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to Leeds, are you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Little,
yeah.
was it Little Britain?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
So,
that.
was
yeah,
like that, yeah.
yeah,
No.
great show. But no, I think Conor Corbrand is a really good manager. Definitely a Premier League manager.
Oh,
Definitely.
100%.
What's the crack with Leeds though in terms of managing now? Are they sticking
Oh,
with
they're
the-
screwed.
They released on Twitter that whoever the assistant was that took over is in charge for the next couple of games.
Fair enough.
Is it like
Basically-
Davis? Is it like Davis at Wolves though? Remember when Davis was going
Yes,
to take charge at the end of the
sort of.
season, and then they got
Yeah.
Lopetegui?
Well, no, because they haven't said end of the season. They've just said
No, they
next
just
few
said
games.
they said they basically come out and went.
Almost like a safer option than Davis.
Yeah, they were just like, we've not got a manager yet, so he's in charge for another couple of
Basically,
games.
no
That's
one
what
wants
they
to come here.
said. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've approached loads of people.
Who would you take?
I think
It was-
I think many managers would be interested in that.
Same.
Leeds.
Yeah.
It's an
For
exciting
some reason,
team.
they're not. Yeah,
They're not. They're not going to go
Leeds
down.
aren't doomed.
No, they're not.
And if Leeds go, if Leeds go down, I reckon they come
There's potential at
almost
Leeds
straight
as well.
back up.
So-
We're in the similar position to us, I think. We're not doomed, but obviously it's not an easy task.
No.
But
No.
they're a point ahead of us, so
Who is it? Because there's not many.
well, everyone have wanted to turn them down.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the River Plate manager they wanted to get, but that was the start of next season.
Yes.
He said, I'm not going to go now.
Oh, but Bielsa, they ruled out Bielsa quite quickly, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be stupid. I don't think it'd be right to get Bielsa back.
No.
No, I
They go down.
It ruined the legacy. at
yeah,
Leeds too,
everyone.
if
They
he
all,
went
they
down.
all love him still. Don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
I don't think Leeds
Bielsa,
want that, would they?
if they appointed the assistant manager until the end of the season, got Bielsa in the summer, it'd be different. I think
I
that
don't think they'd do that.
I think
though.
they'd welcome it.
I think
though.
the owners were always like, it's time for change. We
Yeah,
want
true.
change. We're not going to go back on ourselves because then we look like idiots for
That's
sacking.
true. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
fair enough.
they're going to like just go ahead and.
But then you
get
can see
whoever they can.
Bielsa's itching to get back into football. Obviously, offering to take your under 21s.
That was the most mental thing.
But he's also he doesn't want to do it straight away. I think he would have taken the lead because he's ties.
He don't want to disrespect himself by taking over someone mid-season where he knows he can't get all his
Yeah,
ideas across.
I think he would be.
keep that
I think
taste,
if Leeds said to him, "Do you want to come in June?" He'd bite the hand
course he
off.
would,
He'd
yeah.
bite
He would,
the
yeah,
hand
he would,
off the
yeah,
offer,
he would.
100%.
because that'd be his team then, couldn't he? He could build
Yeah.
his team.
But I don't think
He's got a
Leeds
whole
will do it.
summer ahead of him then.
Yeah.
Just to, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know.
There's no one that really suits him at the moment.
I can see Gerrard. Out of
yeah.
anyone, Gerrard is the one I can see most likely.
I hope
Yeah,
managing Leeds.
it'd be so funny.
I'd be buzzing.
Van
I hope so.
Bronckhorst.
That's not all. That's an awful shout.
Didn't they go?
It's
for
an
the-
awful
not an
shout.
awful shout.
Yeah, I
They
don't.
went
Not
for
an
the.
awful shout. Not an awful shout.
No.
Who is Van Bronckhorst? Who's he? Man?
The
Oh, no,
Rangers
Rangers
manager.
oh,
They
yeah.
got league final.
They went after the current Ajax manager and he told them to do one.
He's rubbish.
Yeah.
Or Schroeder, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
He's
Alfred
awful.
Schroeder, yeah.
He is
Whoever
horrendous.
the PSV manager is might be.
Ruud van
good shout.
Nistelrooy?
Oh, he's on the cousin Van Nistelrooy. Yeah. Well,
And they went
Oh,
after.
I hope not. Oh,
makes
please,
sense.
He
please.
turned them down, didn't he, Van Nistelrooy? I'm pretty sure. I think Van Nistelrooy also turned them down.
Oh, did they?
Did he really? I didn't
I'm sure they
didn't have a contact.
Good man, Rude.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good
Rude.
surprise
Who
me.
else was it?
Good coach, fella.
Was it like a Real
Brilliant.
Madrid
Love him.
youth manager? He's like
Carlo Ancelotti's sons
Was it
gets
Raul?
linked with a lot of jobs as well. Good coach, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
David, he's a good
He-
coach.
Carlo's
he was
gone to the end
with
of the
you,
season, I
wasn't
think.
He was like with you.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. he's
I would
good.
have liked that. I think that would have been so
That would've
cool.
been a cool
Needs a
story.
small
That'd have been
job
so
for
cool.
himself.
Because Carlo, I think, is gone from Real Madrid at the end of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's
I hope he
talking
doesn't
about
get
Brazil,
sacked.
isn't there?
There's rumours
yeah.
that the Napoli manager ain't going to stay around Napoli for much
Who's the
longer.
Napoli manager?
Oh, it's
Spalletti.
Spalletti.
Yeah, well, it was only because
Really?
I was
Excellent.
watching the game the
Why?
other day when whoever Napoli were playing against, and the commentator just carried on going. He'd be stupid to leave this. So whether he's just fancy.
How's he been there?
Oh, he's been there a couple of
We'll
seasons.
see.
But this is
Not ages.
He's really
No,
got
no,
his team.
it's-
That team's winning
Well,
the
tell
league.
you,
That
tell you
team's
what, if
getting
he
far.
leaves Napoli, he's a manager
job.
and a half. He is.
Big job.
Hit Real Madrid.
Well, if he leaves Napoli,
Yeah,
I think a lot of
yeah, if he
people,
needs that, like,
a
Real
lot of
Madrid.
players would leave Napoli as well. I think that'd be the.
Well, I think it'll be a
Bar-
similar story to when not saying Napoli are a small team because they're not, but in terms of Serie A, they're not always the one you expect to be winning, are they?
No, but they're always up there, like top four. Sort of
Yeah,
five.
but I feel like it's one of them again. It's like a little bit like Monaco, where the team, the season after they've won the
Oh,
title,
yeah.
same with Lille as well.
They're trying to
They
tie.
The
get
team-
raided.
The team gets raided, yeah, and
Yeah.
it all goes bigger.
But
Well,
they
Aussie
prepare
men-
for it. Though. That's kind of like their club philosophy.
Yeah, no, I
that's what I mean.
I
So
agree
we're
with this
getting
point because
disbanded,
they've whacked 124 million on Aussie men, which no team will pay. I
No
don't
one
think.
will pay
I don't
that.
think 100. I don't think anyone will pay
I
that.
don't think they will.
I think the market's changing, mate. It wouldn't be surprising if someone like Chelsea went for him, would it?
Well, that's
Okay,
Chelsea.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Chelsea's
Chelsea want him, I think.
Chelsea's
Chelsea
the
like
only
us.
team, yeah.
United also.
They're trying to tie
I
that
really hope not.
Kvarat Scalia down to a new.
So yeah,
contract as well.
because
Oh, I'd love him.
there's a boy
Big
in
love
mid.
him.
There's the two midfielders, Anguissa and Lobotka.
Lobotka.
Oh, he is
Lobotka
so
is
good.
unreal.
Lobotka is class. You got Kim Min Jae,
Great
who's an
centre half.
excellent centre half.
We
yeah.
wanted him before he went to Napoli.
Yeah, Yeah.
gutted.
They've got a really good team, haven't they?
Meret, the keeper's good.
Yeah, Merritt's
Merritt's
good,
all right,
yeah.
Young, isn't he?
They've got Di Lorenzo on this still as well.
I mean, Zielinski, he's still
Zelensky's good,
top
yeah.
player.
Yeah, so it's
And they
But
got-
no, that Lobotka, I tweeted out the
Lozano.
other day, he is like
So
Verratti.
good. Yeah,
He's literally-
so 5'6.5", isn't he? Yeah.
Oh, he's ace.
yeah, I get that vibe
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, no, I do get that
Just to
vibe.
say, he's 28 now, I want to say. So,
Yeah,
so,
But
I mean, he's still
also-
got a few years ahead, but if he was 21, 22,
oh, it's a fun team, mate. You know?
And among all these superstars, Herving Lozano still starts.
yeah, he's not been good for them, has he?
He's been alright.
He's
Yeah.
really
he
weekend.
just does the dirty work.
He has
that's him.
spurts of like 5 games where he scores a couple and then goes missing
Yeah.
for about 20 games.
But I think how well they're playing, Napoli, and how exciting their team is bringing more eyes to Serie A. Like you see it whenever Napoli play. There's so many like tweets about this, like Kvara and
Oh, Kvaratskhelia, yeah.
Yeah.
it's the exciting players you want to watch, isn't it?
yeah.
Tell you who did impress me the other
Exciting
day.
week.
That Elmas.
Oh, Elmas,
Yeah.
The mint he is. When
Yeah,
he came off the bench,
Elmas
he's
is good.
ace.
Yeah.
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 So when Napoli played Liverpool, the whole world took notice then.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Kvaratskhelia
Oh, I love that
ruined
video.
Trent,
See
yeah.
the video, the fan footage, like go into him, Trent, and then Kvara nutmegs him and
puts
just
through his
sprays
legs.
it. Just like
Oh, yeah,
best
at Anfield, yeah.
Yeah.
at Anfield,
So
yeah.
good.
Unbelievable.
How we beat them, I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
Yeah, God
Yeah.
knows.
They've got great.
But no, that was good. And I
Certainly
think
wouldn't rule them out getting far in the Champions League, though.
no,
I think
100%.
that's
There's
it.
always a team. There's always a team.
yeah, there is
Yeah,
always
at least semis.
I know on the topic of managers, I'm desperate for someone like Ruben Amorim at Sporting Lisbon. I know he's not doing amazing this season, but I think he's.
Hasn't he got like the biggest release clause for a manager?
Yeah, I think
Right.
it's got to be pretty huge. Like, but
yeah.
he's not doing incredibly. But even your boy at Benfica, Roger Schmidt, is
Yeah.
at Benfica. He's doing really good things at Benfica.
Yeah.
He's a good manager. Was it
There's some
Fredesco?
good managers in that.
Or
league.
Fredesco? He's doing. Oh,
Tedesco.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, that one.
We wouldn't with Tedesco.
Yeah,
for
he's
that.
good. There's a couple of really good, quite young managers in the world
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Will Still as well.
Will still at
Gets
Rams,
talked about
yeah.
every 4 seconds, doesn't
Cheers,
he?
Yeah.
Sport Bible.
Yeah, cheers,
Yeah.
Sport Bible. Did you know that they get fined every game they play with him as manager?
Did you know he became a football manager because he loved football
No
manager?
way.
What?
I'd never heard that before.
And he can speak English and French.
Yeah, when he's speaking to his players in training, he just switches between languages.
Do
doesn't
you
he?
know he's gone
believe it?
13 games undefeated since
Shut
he's come
up.
in as Rams manager?
He
God,
only drew
we
to
are a-
PSG the other week.
We're like a fact file. I was like, what
Ridiculous.
is going on?
Yeah, ridiculous. Cheers, Sport Bible.
Good to see an English manager doing well.
there,
though.
I think.
Third.
I think they went from. You always see the stat gone from whatever to whatever. I can't remember what it is, but
They were about third.
yeah, they're up there. I think.
They
They
But it's tight.
are.
That league one at the top is tight.
Where did you say they were?
Are they
Third.
sixth?
I wanna say.
10th.
The 10.
Oh, Reed.
Yeah.
The
Rams,
third
To be
yeah.
fair, I
Who
think
am I thinking of?
he's unbeaten, but I think he's like
Lawns are
That's what I'm
fourth.
thinking.
Lawns
He's
are
13
fourth.
unbeaten, but I think he's drawn like 7.
Oh, yeah.
Is
like
it, isn't
us
it
then.
dead tight?
Well,
like-
he lost in the cup the other day, but yeah.
Balogun keeps scoring for them, doesn't he?
Rams, I think so.
Balogun,
He
yeah.
does, yeah.
Balogun.
How tight
Top
is it?
goal
The
scorer,
top
isn't he?
6.
Oh, to be fair, that wasn't me like ratting you out. I think the top 6 is
was.
close.
He was trying to tell you.
I mean, between, let's say, like for example, Lorient, who I think are quite good. Leon, they're 8th.
Yeah,
and
Lorient
9th.
have lost so many players.
Yeah,
haven't
Yeah,
they?
Yeah,
well,
was it
they lost
Mafia
Mafia
and
and
Ouattara,
Ouattara,
yeah.
yeah, and they lose
I
Enzo
love-
Lefebvre.
I love Mafia. I don't know why he went to Nice. I don't understand that.
He went to Marseille.
Did he go to Marseille? I thought it
Yeah.
was Nice.
Yeah, he went to Marseille.
Marseille, I think, yeah.
Was it?
I know it could have been Nice
I
actually.
swear it was Nice.
No, I think it was Nice, yeah.
It was Nice. No,
It was
sorry,
one of them.
apologies. Who went to Marseille? Then who went to Marseille?
Oh, I can't think of his name.
I think I know who you mean. I can picture him.
And now he
That
went to
was
Marseille.
it. He scored in
Nah,
his debut, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good player.
Nah,
Well, Marseille
Good
said
goal
5
as well.
points clear, but there's 9 points between 2nd and 6th, and then a fellow 8 points between 11th and 6th.
Yeah.
So there's it's close. Like it
It's
is
a lot
close.
better this year, isn't it? Same as the
Bundesliga,
Bundesliga. It's been a
Lawns.
lot better this year.
But
Yeah,
it's
Lawns
very
are a good team to
interesting
watch.
this year. All
Yeah.
leagues are.
Yeah,
That's who
Lawns.
I was getting mixed up with.
Yeah,
for-
Lawns.
I think
yeah.
I think this has like been one of the best seasons for like the whole world football.
Yeah, if you've
in a
not always
long
got
time.
the biggest team.
Like
at the top,
Bayern
have
aren't
you?
doing great. Dortmund
Yeah.
aren't doing
That
great.
Bundesliga is unbelievable, by
Union
the way, as
Berlin,
well.
Yeah.
great story.
The Prem's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, for once, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
It's like I think the whole of world football has just had like a really like it's like a reset year, but everyone's still competing.
Nah, it's good though.
Even with
Yeah,
Spain, 'cause
really
Real
good.
Madrid aren't struggling.
Yeah,
a bit,
Barca.
aren't they?
Yeah,
Barca's
Barca's
just like.
really
good.
well.
Yeah.
Because Xavi's a great coach as well.
In the Bundesliga, there's 13 points between 1st and 7th.
That's unbelievable.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, Union Berlin are 1 point off Bayern.
Imagine Junior
Yeah.
Billy. Imagine.
I'd love them to
Yeah,
win.
they play
Imagine.
Ajax in the Europa League this week.
I saw like a video.
They've got great
Do you know
side.
who Away Days is? That Ellis kid.
Yeah,
Like, he
Ellis
went,
Padlock.
yeah, he went to a Union Berlin game. It looked unbelievable.
Yeah.
It looks unbelievable.
their fans are mega.
Yeah, I'm going to Portugal in May, and I was so upset because the week after I come home from Portugal, there's the team we're going to like Carvieiro, which is South Portugal. There's like a team called Portimonense. They're the 13th of Portuguese league. They play Benfica the weekend after we leave. I'm devastated.
Yeah,
imagine seeing like some random Portuguese like Portimonense versus Benfica, and it's so late on in the season, but Benfica would absolutely batter them. It just would have been so good to watch. But we'll move on from the whole European thing. We'll get back to it when we talk about the Champions League, but we'll talk about these weekend fixtures, and we're going to start with the Merseyside derby. There's a reason Tom came in today. One, because we're short note on numbers, and two, because he's a Liverpool fan.
And two, no one else wanted to. And he's a Liverpool fan.
And we're going to talk about the Merseyside derby.
No, it was a much improved Liverpool performance. It was
Liverpool of old, I thought.
To an extent, yeah. That's kind of over the recent years, that's the benchmark for our performances. That's kind of what we set, but obviously this year's been completely different. It's obviously nice to get back to winning ways, but for Everton now, I feel like that they approached it. They played for a draw, and if they didn't get it, I don't think Sean Dyche is going to be losing much sleep over it, because they've got
it's a free hit,
bigger fish to fry in terms of games that they need to win. But on Liverpool though, no, compared to recent performances last few months, are chalk and cheese.
Can I say something about that performance? Thiago didn't play, and I thought you were a different team without Thiago. However, this is not me slandering Thiago, because I think if I could take any Liverpool player right now, I'd take Thiago at Manchester United. I just think you look like your midfielders look. I don't know. It just looked like more like a Klopp midfield without Thiago in it.
Yeah, like the engine room, like the midfield.
Was it Bajcetic, Fabinho, Henderson, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I think with Fabinho, I think he obviously had a good game, which is
surprising.
It's been a rarity. Yeah. But I think that is because he's had runners around him, like proper. I mean, Thiago.
He's allowed to screen.
Thiago does running. Don't get me wrong, but he's not.
He's a dictator, Thiago.
He wants the ball. I mean, it was obvious when we signed him. Klopp wanted to kind of shift the midfield, which I don't really agree with. From ones that just get the ball, do the dirty work, and recycle it to the front three. He wanted his midfield then to control the game.
Yeah.
I mean, last year it worked. Obviously, we had such a successful season, but obviously injuries haven't helped. But this year now, it's just.
I think football like that is a little bit unsustainable. I remember Ollie at Man United. The system we had was get the ball, give it to Bruno. Bruno feeds it to one of the wide players, run. That was it. And I think Liverpool used to play like that. Obviously, the quality was far higher. It was a far better coached system.
Yeah.
But I don't think football like that is really sustainable for a long period of time, which is why Klopp thought he might needed to go for a more controlled approach.
No, I mean, well, you can't knock it because obviously, like I said, last season was so successful. I know obviously we didn't win the league, we didn't win the Champions League, but no, this season it's just nothing's clicked. Injuries haven't helped, obviously, but I think people say, it's tiredness from last season, but I don't know.
I don't think the style of football that you were playing last season would have worked this season anyway. So the fact that he's tried something new, I respect that. Pep Guardiola says that football evolves, you have to change.
With Klopp, I mean, we went into the season, he wanted to play more of a 4-4-2. He had 4 attackers on the pitch, which I liked, but obviously you got injuries to Luis Diaz, Jota and whatnot. He had to go back to a 4-3-3, and it's almost like people didn't know what the roles were. There was no chemistry within the team. People were doing all sorts. You see press, like how good's Liverpool's press been in recent? When I watched Liverpool Brighton the other week, Salah would go and press. He'd just pass it to the next centre back. He's looking around him. Everyone else is 20 yards, just stood on the halfway line. So there was no fluidity in the team on and off the ball. But like I said, the Monday was just chalk and cheese to everything. So, but. Yeah, it's a good win, but if we don't back it up with a result at Newcastle and then the games in the future, then there's no point.
I was looking at The Athletic. John Muller does it for The Athletic. He does like everyone's passing maps.
Yeah.
So everyone's passing. I can't remember what the exact word is.
Yeah, it was the one with the line thickness.
Yeah, the line, and so the thicker the line, thicker the dot, darker the dot, more pass, etc. And you look at Liverpool's midfield three, and it was Fabinho, Thiago, Harvey Elliott, I can suspect is the right centre midfielder, and he was on the ball so much, and that proved to me that if you were to get a world class right centre midfielder, you'd be a totally different team.
Exactly.
One of them, anyone, anyone, you'd be a totally different team.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what you've lacked this season.
I felt for Harvey Elliott because
he's not a midfielder.
He's not a centre midfielder. No, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's tidy on the ball.
He's a right-sided player. Yeah, he's good on the ball, good technical ability.
Out of possession, he don't know what to do.
No.
He's like a fish out of water. He's just he doesn't know how to defend. I mean, that's nothing against him. It's just not him.
Just don't.
He's grown up playing as a forward, so you're asking too much for him.
Yeah.
Especially with Thiago as well, because he was the only one that kind of could. Especially with Fabinho being so off the boil. if it bypassed Thiago, then back four is exposed. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think that you mentioned the 4-4-2. I think the 4-4-2 took a real hit in Fabinho, because if you're going to have a pivot of Fabinho and
Yeah,
Thiago,
he's
Fabinho has to do
so slow.
all
Yeah.
the dirty work.
I
Because
mean-
Thiago's a dictator, he's a controller.
yeah. There's been
Linked
times
between
in the past where Fabinho and Thiago as a double pivot has been brilliant.
Yeah.
But obviously, they were playing. This was like last season, the season before. They were playing in a team with players that knew the roles. Obviously, Luis Diaz is new, Núñez is new.
Gakpo.
Gakpo's new.
Yeah.
They're still learning their trade. So that's why I say I'll give them time, but there's still an expectation within the squad, no
Yeah.
matter if the players are new, getting familiar.
I
to
still
the
think this summer you need a defence midfielder and that right centre midfielder.
and
I
a
think-
centre back as well.
and a centre back, yeah.
A few centre
Yeah,
backs, not
because
just
Joe
one.
Gomez is pretty
You know
awful.
what, three.
Gvardiol's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
I'd go all out for it.
Yeah.
There's like a few players this year where everyone's after him.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was like last year, everyone
Too
needed
many
number
players,
9.
yeah.
Now everyone's going to
Yeah.
need.
Everyone
I'm
is
really
a
surprised
midfielder.
Chelsea
A
didn't
third
get
midfielder.
Gvardiol, and
Yeah.
we're all kind of glad he didn't.
Well, he was like there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
after the World Cup, yeah.
I mean, now Gvardiol said all this about Liverpool being his dream or whatnot. Just
Has he?
go out.
Did he
Yeah,
say
Yeah, we did.
yeah,
say
he
that.
has said that.
Yeah, he did,
He's,
yeah,
to be
he
fair, he said this just after the World Cup when other teams were linked with him. We had no kind of
Nice.
link with him.
Yeah.
I could, no, he did say that.
But
Yeah.
as soon as
And-
you said that, you're like,
But
right,
he's
okay.
he's left-footed, and that's what Liverpool. are-
Really?
Yeah, everyone
they
wants
want.
to
I,
left foot-
I
left
think
foot centre half.
I think I'm really glad that the idea of having a right-sided or a right-footed centre back and left-footed centre back is so important. That's exactly why
Yeah.
Luke Shaw played at Man United, because if you have two right-footed centre backs, you've only really like
Well,
don't
if-
have the
if-
entire area of the pitch.
If you want to
pass
build that from the back and you've got 2 right-footed centre halves, you're cutting
Doesn't
off your
work.
left
yeah,
side.
Yeah.
yeah.
We've just been.
Or
we've
it's a
just-
really
yeah.
audacious crossfield switch
Yeah,
where you have
you've
to
got
go
to be-
across
you've got
your
to be
body to hit it.
really quick because the
Yeah.
other 2 strikers are pressing.
That's why we've
so-
been lucky with having Van Dijk there, because it's basically having a left-footed centre back
Yeah,
there,
just too
'cause he's,
far.
he's so good on the ball.
Yeah, he is.
So we've almost not missed that, but obviously he's getting a couple of injuries now. The others are injury prone, so we need someone that can.
But the angles that having one side right foot, one side left, for the angles that open up.
Yeah,
for
obviously
you.
resistant
Oh,
press
yeah.
as well,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
from
That's
night
the
and
thing.
day. It's
Yeah.
brilliant, yeah. But no, we're going to move on to Everton, because I did think it was a couple of errors at times that let you down. I thought,
Yeah, we
Everton perspective.
we conceded to 2 mistakes. I think other than that, we were quite solid. We didn't
Yeah.
give up many big chances. We just, one of them we should have scored at the other end and have come up and
well,
caught us on the
yeah,
counter.
I thought Pickford for that was no man's
Yeah, he
land.
did, but
It's-
he'd been left with no choice because Mikalenko had sprinted across the pitch.
why is
Yeah,
Mikalenko
so
not
much
picking up a player?
shite.
He's covering space. He's not
He's
covering
shit.
a player.
He's
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's why he's shit.
That was
He's
awful, yeah.
Pickford
Because
didn't.
his starting position was brilliant. Just stay there.
Well, he kept
because
up
you're
with the pace
limited.
of
You're
it as
limited
well.
Núñez's options. Like
Yeah.
he comes across, Núñez just like right, knock it into that.
He needs to just stand in the box. But
Yeah.
Pickford had to go and then do that role.
He just
Do you know what I mean?
anticipated
Yeah.
wrongly.
Well, he had to do something.
Yeah.
It had to be
Stupid.
something erratic, didn't it? But it was obviously he didn't do the right thing. But Mikalenko made him do that. So
Yeah, yeah.
For me, that's more.
Yeah.
than-
And you're very unlucky that Tarkowski hits the post with the header.
Yeah.
Another day that goes in.
Well, we
Yeah.
were playing for corners, weren't we? So we're obviously going to put a lot of focus on him when we win.
No
the
issue.
second,
No,
the second one I couldn't really get my head around. I watched the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, it's a good ball. But then the second time you see Cody's just
I
fully
think-
left it.
Yeah, he must have thought he heard a shower or
Must have.
something because.
But even in that
he's not
situation,
daft,
it's,
is he?
it's
Do you know
not
what I
hitting
mean?
him with a lot of pace.
Yeah.
No, and
Yeah.
it took a deflection as well.
Yeah.
Because Trent
Slows it down,
Trent
yeah.
hasn't got the assist for it.
So he must have just he just lost his head. I
So
think,
whether
a
he's
little bit.
in that situation, if I'm him, even if I have maybe heard a call behind me, I'm clearing it anyway.
Yeah.
Because in that, you're in the 6-yard box, you just want to get it out.
There was
It
a
doesn't
situation-
matter.
Unfortunately, it's a Cody mistake.
There was a
Because it's-
situation.
I've agreed
Yeah,
it was a
yeah.
A
mistake.
couple minutes later,
That's a
the
mistake.
same situation happened, and he put his foot straight through
Yeah.
it, saying that's all he had to do.
That's all you
But,
have to do, yeah.
I mean, we can only
Yeah, and
speak
then
for-
Twitter go mad for one slandering Pickford like they love to do, and 2
Yeah.
going out the whole thing. Oh, Cody, the Liverpool fan,
yeah.
playing for Everton.
Boring.
Yeah.
It's always that narrative, though, mate. I don't get why people expected us to be winners going into that game.
No, yeah.
Everyone was acting as if we were shit and
Yeah,
lost
we were the
because-
underdogs apparently.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't
But in a
get
derby
that.
like that,
Yeah,
form
that's
goes out the
crazy.
window.
We've won 4 out of 40 derbies, and
I thi-
people expected us to win it away as well.
I think the only reason people might have had some sort of doubt is because Liverpool are awful.
Liverpool
Yeah.
shit and we
2
won last week.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
you beat Arsenal last week.
At home. At home.
Yeah.
We won't be many away games. We might get a few draws. But
Games like that,
It's
I
home,
don't
it's our
look at
focus.
form. It's
No, it's
yeah.
not about.
Yeah,
it's a cup game,
derbies,
essentially,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
If players are going to turn up for a game, it's most likely going to be something like that.
It's talking about turning up for a game. I thought Bajcetic was really good.
He's ace.
Yeah,
I
he's
love him.
really good.
Yeah, he's gonna save us millions. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's so much talk about Liverpool needing to strengthen the midfield, which is we still do. Don't get me wrong, but I think in years to come, he's gonna not only be a starter, but he's gonna be a standout. If this is what he's like now, if working under Klopp, working with obviously having Thiago next to him as
Yeah,
well.
I think
there's
that's
not many
massive.
better to learn.
What
off.
stops him from becoming Curtis Jones though? Everyone thought Curtis Jones was going to be the next big thing, and
Because
he's
he scored a screamer against Everton.
Yeah, and everyone thought he was the next one. What
I don't,
happened to him?
there's nothing stopping that. He still could, but just going off he's been in the squad for about just over a month now, since around the Christmas period, and he's not had a bad performance yet. Whereas Curtis Jones, he'd do something great, but it was one of them even at a young age with blank. Whereas Bajcetic now is almost being a standout, but at the same time, this isn't a poor.
But I was going to say, is it just standing out because you're shite?
But
Yeah, there probably is part of it,
I just- he's just. I don't want to put too much on him, but
He looks quite mature in his positions.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Curtis
He
Jones.
don't look as daft as
he's-
Curtis
he's-
Jones.
I
as well.
think Curtis
he's
Jones.
a
Jones
mix
was
of
daft.
he's a mix of all the midfielders we've got. Really, he's got a bit of everything.
I think Curtis Jones was blessed by the fact that you were this ultra press and
Yeah.
run you down, and Curtis Jones was energetic and young and had
That's
something
it.
to prove,
That's
so
what-
he was
that's
going to run you down.
That's
He's
what-
a water
that's-
carrier.
yeah,
that's
But
it. He's
by
not that.
Bajcetic looks like a far more
Yeah.
polished footballer.
Yeah.
Yeah, when youngsters are coming into a first team, no matter what the level is, the minimum you expect is them to put 100% in, work hard, run,
Yeah.
whatever. But Bajcetic has done all that, but he's also showing the quality as well, which I think, Christ, yeah. You look at youngsters coming through now, you say, okay, yeah, he's decent. Whereas him, for me, I'm just high. He's got maturity beyond his years. So.
No, he's a
I
good
mean,
player.
long may it continue, but like you said, nothing's going to stop him. You don't want too much pressure on him, especially with the lack of options we've got now. You don't want him playing too much. You don't want to burn him out at a young age.
Yeah, because a young player like that,
It only takes one mistake.
2 bad games, he's done.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
And in terms of the eyes of a rival fan,
At the same time, in his second Premier League game, he scored. And I mean, what's going to give you more confidence than that? So we'll see. The longer he plays, obviously that goal's going to go further and further back. If he hasn't scored, let's see if his performance is still safe, or he's not just living off that at the moment. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
no, but
'Cause his confidence is going to be sky high.
he's a midfielder. He
Yeah.
shouldn't need the goals and assist numbers to be
No,
really high.
I know,
warrant a play, yeah.
but if you score a goal, no matter the position, it's going to
Yeah.
boost your
Yeah,
confidence.
Especially
Bajcetic
with-
sure is the
But
good
no,
scorer
I've
today.
got high hopes for him.
Yeah, I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
I was absolutely astounded to hear what he sounded like. I couldn't believe it when he opened his mouth. I could not.
I said
Yeah,
this
we
to you,
said
didn't
this
I?
before,
Yeah.
didn't we? Yeah.
So obviously his name was his first name
Sounds a bit
Stefan.
like
isn't
this.
it?
Stefan, yeah.
Stefan Bajcetic. He's Spanish.
Yeah.
Looks
Vigo.
Spanish. Doesn't you can tell he's born and bred in Spain or whatever. Opens his mouth, Scouse.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit like this. Sounds a bit like this.
You sound like you're mocking me.
Yeah.
Sound like-
United wanted him.
Did they?
Yeah, did a piece on this yesterday actually. When he was at Celta Vigo, it was Real Madrid, United, and Liverpool all went after him, and his dad said Liverpool.
Thank goodness he didn't, because he'd still be playing under Scott McTominay right now. Yeah, for his own career, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
lucky boy.
You probably
honestly.
wouldn't even know who he is.
No,
He's
he'd be playing. He'd be on loan at like I don't know, like,
Doncaster.
yeah,
yeah, but no,
like Almira or something.
You know,
like
he'd be
that.
on loan at Salford. wouldn't
Yeah.
he? He would have been
Only
on
good,
Salford.
only good young Manchester United midfielders going on himself. Like he's in
Galbraith.
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 It's good against you, lad. Anyway, top 4 charge on.
No.
No, come on.
Nope.
No, come on.
no.
Fifth.
The only thing that goes
Not
in our
even.
favour is we've
Six.
proven that we can go on a winning streak. You know what I mean? But
So 2 wins in a row.
but we said but we said this. After,
Is it 2 wins in a row?
No, it's
Never
one.
lost against Wolves.
I just yeah.
That was the first-
I thought that. I thought when he
first
said
win.
winning streak, I was like,
Wolves,
he
ah,
surely
shite.
did have a couple of wins in a row for him to say
No,
winning streak.
First win in 2023. That is. Yeah.
I think Rashford's, Rashford's more goals than Liverpool and Chelsea.
I'm not going to rule it out, but it's it's going to be a long hard battle to get there.
You are not getting top 4.
Yeah, you're not getting top
There is no way.
Fifth.
No, 6th, 7th honestly.
Fifth. I
It'd
think
be
fifth.
good. I think it'll be all right to get 6. To be honest.
I think he'll do really well.
I think we'll get fifth. I do. I think
We'll
we'll
see.
get fifth.
If we want, we've got to beat Newcastle on Saturday.
And you won't. It'll be 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always bloody draw.
Yeah,
All the
Newcastle
bloody
will
time.
do the usual 10 men behind the ball.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Pope sitting on the penalty spot waiting to
Time
catch
wasted.
everything.
Yeah, no, he's right.
No.
Yeah.
My heart
17
obviously
Trippier
says top
crosses.
four.
He's been crap recently.
Has he?
Trippier, yeah.
Really?
Every single well, first probably not.
I've not watched much Newcastle.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah.
Rather watch him with Everton, mate.
You don't want to. We're not being great.
Sometimes just the game's the game. Sometimes you just got to grind it out.
The
Like,
game, mate.
the game is the game.
Results. It's a results game, mate.
It doesn't
Football.
matter. It doesn't matter how you win them. Doesn't matter how you score them.
Agreed.
Yeah, you just have to get 3 points. It does not matter. I'm so sick of this narrative. Good teams have to play good football.
God,
you don't
it
have
is
to play good
such
football.
shit.
You just have to win games.
God,
it's a
boring.
skill to play badly and win games. No, it's a skill to look really ugly and win
It's
games.
called being effective.
That's
Yeah.
what Jesse Marsh needs to be told now.
No, that's impossible.
Get results.
No, man, that's not my philosophy.
No, because he's going to go in there and just try and.
When I was in Harvard,
I want my players to score Rabanas and Travellas.
you get a 50k bonus. If
Go
you score-
Wildcats. Go, I love Western
If
McKenzie.
you score a finesse shot, you get.
I got objectives before the game.
That's terrible.
Sets the objectives.
Go Leeds. I actually don't mind Marsh, but
I do.
he's American,
I
so
don't
you
like
gotta lay
it.
into him. Like,
I said ages ago,
Go
it was
Leeds.
shite, and no one believed me.
no, Thomas did.
Did you believe me?
Yeah, he
I,
did.
bullshit. I hate Marsh.
'Cause I was slagging him off, and you were going, "No, he's a good manager. Come
I
on,
no, I
good coach. Come on."
I'll die in this. He goes to some
He
Euro-
goes to the Bundesliga and does really
yeah,
well.
he does.
If he takes over Union Berlin, he wins
does.
them-
No, he
he
doesn't.
wins
No,
them
no,
the
no,
time.
let's not go
If
that
he
far.
takes over a Schalke, he wins. He wins in the Pokal.
Oh, God, Schalke are like bottom of the table. I don't think
They
anyone
are
can save them.
shite.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
shy. So
As soon
far.
as we picked them
Match
for
by
as soon as we picked them for a 5-a-side kit, they've been on a slow, steady decline. That's what they've been on a decline as soon as the MMSJFC 5-a-side team sponsored them.
Yeah.
They've been on a steady decline.
Yeah.
So let's,
But no, we'll move on from Liverpool.
Thank God.
We'll move on to us, Manchester United. Not
yay.
Nick Reichel. We'll move on to Manchester United. Got a bit of revenge. Beaten Jesse Marsh. Well, no, it was Jesse Marsh's old team. I was really confident last week in the pod. I said, "Oh no, the manager bonus doesn't exist. No way. They are not going to beat us." I was comfortable.
They're not good.
They aren't good,
They weren't good against you either.
but Nanto is good.
yeah.
And capital. Oh, we're talking about the Old Trafford game here first.
Yeah, I know
and
we
then
are,
we'll
the
go
first
on,
one. Yeah, I know
so
we are.
Nanto's excellent, really
Yeah,
good,
it's good.
really,
Very
really,
good
really
football,
good,
very
really good. And he scored a good goal. I can't even remember how they scored it. I can't remember the second.
We're just
goal.
cutting time.
cut his
Oh, it was an OG. It was Varane's OG. So
Oh,
nothing
so
you
it
can do
was,
about it.
yeah.
Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. He took it to the byline inside the box and cut it across, and Varane was just running it, just hit his foot and went in. Nothing anyone can do about it. Just happens.
Oh, right.
OG.
That was the first game.
Yeah,
right?
I thought
Oh, right.
I was actually quite impressed the fact that we were 2-0 down in the second half. We took it back to 2-2. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, there's absolutely no chance we have a shot on target in that second
I
half.
absolutely loved it when Sancho scored. I
Yeah.
was happy.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
I
he
like
deserved
Sancho.
that. Like,
So did I.
It was really, it was
Yeah,
a nice
'cause-
moment.
Like, you should have heard Old Trafford when he came on in the cup as well. It was absolutely amazing. It was the reception's unbelievable. The photo of him and Ten Hag,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
really
even Ten
nice,
Hag
yeah.
smiling after he scored as well. It's lovely.
But
Like,
it's another example of Ten Hag
it's
getting it
class.
right, isn't it?
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about.
Exactly.
Especially as a man manager as well. Obviously, tactically he's very good as well. But as a man manager,
yeah.
he's got it
He's
nailed.
got
hasn't he?
blow.
Yeah, you see
Yeah,
the improvements in some of the players. He's making,
Oh,
especially some of the
100%,
players that
yeah.
lack confidence.
Well, like Wan-Bissaka.
For example, Wan-Bissaka, Rashford. Like,
Oh, yeah, obviously Rashford,
Where
yeah.
was Rashford
Yeah.
last year? Rashford was in
God,
the
yeah.
deepest hole of all time.
I
Well,
loved
Rashford
I
said he
loved
could
it
go,
when
wasn't he?
Rashford was obviously still in the form, but you know when you went away to Wolves and you dropped him for being late.
Yeah,
He
I
came-
love
he
that.
came on
We
like a
were
man
talking about
possessed.
this earlier.
He
Yeah,
came on like a man possessed, and I was-
Points to prove.
a man with something to prove. Yeah, a man to say sorry
Yeah.
for being late for his manager.
I like it. The dynamic I like now is I feel like under Solskjaer it's a bit like the players were like, oh, he's my mate. But I think more with Ten
Yeah.
Hag, it's like, you're my dad.
Yeah,
And I'm going to listen to you now. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I want to impress you. But
My
under
dad.
Solskjaer, I don't want to give a shit, would there? But
No.
No,
do you know what I mean?
You can
Yeah,
do what you
Rashford
want.
would be
Do you
a
get
bit-
what I mean? Though, like the dynamics changed massively because they all want to impress
You
him.
can piss
bro.
him off.
Rashford
They're
would
playing
have
for him. Yeah.
Rashford would have been under Ollie. Rashford would have been late for the bus, and Ollie would have been sat there going, "Ha ha! You sleeping this morning, mate? Get on the bus. You okay? Yeah, have good breakfast." You know, we would have gone on. Eric would have been sitting there going like this.
He'd been seething. He'd have bollocked him in front of the couch.
He wouldn't.
wouldn't
He wouldn't have said anything to him.
Yeah.
He would have gone to the change room. So like, he
Bollocks,
he wouldn't have said. All he would have said is dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
I'm
he would have gone. He would have gone to a line going garage and go starting.
Which is what I like. You need
He
that.
even before
it's
Rashford
about
had got
time you
there,
had this
as soon
guy.
as it went 11:01, for example, we would have gone Garnacho starting.
Yeah,
He's
of course
late.
he would,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's gone. And he would have
Alright.
waited and he would have gone, you're dropped. That's
This
it.
player's desperate for a chance.
There's a bit of there's identity, there's a bit of dignity in Manchester United. I love it. And Ten Hag is just
I'm just imagining
absolutely
like
phenomenal.
all the lads just in the dressing room, and he just walks in, and he walks in, everyone goes silent. He walks over to Rashford, looks in his eyes, benched.
Yeah.
Everyone just goes silent.
That's probably not far from it, though, is it?
Yeah, probably isn't.
not far
But
But
it's
from
just
it.
funny.
he's so good with attitude. There was a guy,
Of course he is,
I think at Ajax, was it Jordan Lang, his name was?
Noah Lang.
Noah Lang, that's the one, thank
He
you.
hated him, didn't
Noah Lang.
Because he's
he-
actually
yeah,
stinks,
he came
isn't
on, he was
he?
like 18, like 17, 18,
loves
19,
himself.
and he was amazing. And I think he scored
He's
a goal or a hat trick.
He's really good.
he?
Yeah,
He's a bit like,
and
he's I like the way he compares himself to Neymar, doesn't it? The way he plays,
Yeah,
it's like
he
he's
does,
yeah.
very, very similar.
And
to
he's
that.
very
But
good to switch.
there's a video of, like, I think he wasn't tracking back, and Eric was like, Noah, you need to track back. And then Noah said something back to him, and he's like, no, you don't track back, you listen. Dropped him. Gone within a month. Love that. That's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
He's good, but
Yeah,
if you're not got the attitude, you're not going to get far.
exactly, yeah.
You're not going to get anywhere.
Well, it's
That's
like
good,
Club
but
Brugge,
yeah.
probably won't leave.
And then Ellen Road on Sunday. On a horrendous 60 minutes.
I thought Leeds
so
would
bad.
be disappointed. with
So bad. So
Yeah,
bad.
but yeah, they only look good because they were shit.
that. No, I know, but I mean that's
Yeah, but
that's,
it
that's
was-
where
It
you've got
reminded
No,
me
yeah,
of the first
yeah.
2 games of the season. It was that bad.
It
But
was so bad.
however, I do want to say something, and I think I've piped on about it on TikTok, and I've piped on about it on here, about the absence of Casemiro. However,
Oh, God.
I feel really bad for Maguire, Shaw and De Gea, and even the fullbacks, because there were no midfield options. No midfield options.
No one was showing for it
Hence why Maguire, Shaw, De Gea had to play riskier
They were
passes
scared
or
of the
had to go long.
atmosphere, weren't
I said
they?
because
I said this
because
to my dad.
they couldn't play out from the back because there was no midfielder shooting for the ball. And I thought Sabitzer and Fred defensively had quite good games. Didn't
Yeah,
think
they
they were
were good
bad.
defensively.
They just weren't options for the back
you-
four, which is why
yeah.
we struggle to play out from the back, which is why we give the ball away so
One
much.
thing I noticed was when I watched the game, every time Dalot got the ball, Weghorst's head. Every time. It's the only pass.
Well,
he
that's
did.
how you get away from a Leeds press.
yeah.
No,
The
no,
Leeds press is so high, isn't it?
But
You have
usually,
to.
if you had Casemiro there, you know it's just a quick one round the corner, you're gone.
Yeah.
know
You
what I
trust him on the turn, don't you, Casemiro?
Exactly.
Because his
Yeah.
spatial awareness is so good.
mean? Exactly.
And he's physically strong as well. So
There's-
if a man
yeah.
closes him down, he's the physical
There's
ability to
very
hold
few
up the
players
ball.
on earth that can anchor a team like Casemiro.
Yeah,
can.
he's excellent.
Very
yeah.
few.
And I'm so glad we
Rodri's the
have
other
him
one, maybe.
tomorrow
That's it.
night.
Yeah.
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 No, but
Who's better in your opinion?
Rodri. But
Ooh.
For me, Casemiro.
I think
Yeah.
Casemiro's better.
I think I'm
Rodri's
going to edge
better.
at Casemiro.
I think
Rodri-
Rodri the past few weeks has shown that Casemiro's better. Rodri against Spurs was poor.
It's like what I said the other.
players can have poor games and
Yeah,
stuff.
no, but Casemiro hasn't.
I know maybe you don't agree with this analogy.
I love Casemiro. I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I just
yeah.
think Rodri.
I think Rodri's class. but I
Rodri will
think
get enough
Casemiro
credit. I
better.
don't think.
No, he
It's
doesn't.
fair enough. Yeah, no, it's fair. Yeah, I agree.
Because in the other seasons they were winning, no one talked about.
We
it.
had a conversation, remember, after the England game, when we wanted to watch it with Road to Victory. We were talking about Rodri and the whole press resistance thing and how he's just, I think that is just a joy
There's
to
no
watch.
player that's not Lionel Messi that can resist a press like
Yeah.
Rodri in the world.
Or, yeah, or
In the
Busquets
world.
or something like that.
Rodri and Casemiro are different players. People don't appreciate that.
Yeah,
Totally
no,
different. Totally different. Casemiro.
Unfortunately, they play the same position, but they're
but
very
not
similar.
different.
They're very different
Yeah,
profiles.
It's roles more than
I
positions
just
now,
think-
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not positions.
That's the
it's
thing
roles.
now. Like if you ask me now if I could have one of them in the Liverpool team, I'm picking Casemiro.
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, to you. But to City, they'd always pick Rodri.
Oh yeah,
over
but
Rodri.
with you
Yeah,
saying
they would, yeah.
with you saying Rodri's better, I can't argue that.
Yeah, I can't argue.
Well,
either,
they're different players, and the one's better for one system, one's better for another system.
Yeah.
For City system, there's no better player on the planet that,
Yeah.
that
No.
could do what Rodri's doing for them.
Not a
And I don't
Yeah.
think there's any better player on the planet
For
for
United,
Casemiro than
yeah, great.
Manchester
Yeah.
United.
Yeah.
It just depends on what system you're playing.
Yeah.
They're different roles.
Oh yeah,
Totally different roles. Massively.
it is down that debate is just down to preference.
Yeah, and
be fair,
can
there's
we
no
all
right or
agree
wrong.
that they are the top two on the planet?
Yeah.
Oh,
None of this
by-
Thomas Partey stuff. Top two on the planet
I think
by I think a
Thomas Partey got-
considerable distance.
Even though I think Casemiro's better, I'd probably if I had to choose for Newcastle, I think Rodri would probably
It's
be
just
the
your
best.
system.
yeah.
Yeah.
More than
Yeah, we need like a number 6.
Yeah.
Like Casemiro is a 6, but he can also be an 8 at the same time. He kind of plays at the same time, kind of. You know what I mean? Like if he kind of like fills the gaps more than Rodri. Rodri's more like.
Yeah,
sitting.
well, I understand what you're saying. It's like when Ericsson plays, Ericsson actually like sits as the deeper, collects the ball off the back three. When we build out in a 3-2-5 or a 2-3-5, and it's Casemiro that probably plays a little bit further and builds up.
Yeah,
He
that's
gets into the fight.
That's
further
where the
more
distance
often
comes.
than
I think Rodri's much more systematic than Casemiro is.
Yeah.
because obviously
Rodri's got the runners around him.
Yeah, and City system's so much
Casemiro
more
is
fluid.
the runner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
City
exactly.
system's so much more fluid that Rodri's the one that'll drop into the position where if one of the fullbacks goes in a centre half split, he'll come in and sit in there.
Yeah.
It's like an old. It's literally the old Pep team at Barcelona, isn't it?
Yeah, with Busquets.
Where Busquets to drop in.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
be
with
the first centre
Casemiro,
half
this is no
in
dig to
play.
any United player, but Casemiro always looks like he's doing two players' jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
he's
he
that
was
good.
usually
Yeah.
he was usually alongside a defense. His partner was usually Ericsson, who I love. Ericsson, technically excellent.
Yeah, of course he is, yeah.
But he's not good defensively at all. He's not.
No, he's not.
He's not
a deep line
And
playmaker
yeah,
when he
yeah,
plays there,
he's
isn't he?
not good
a-
defensively
he's
at
not a
all.
breaker.
So when Casemiro has to defend, he does have to defend for Casemiro's side as well. But he just screens the back four so well.
Yeah.
I think Casemiro is the best defensive midfielder on the planet, and I think Rodri is like a better on the ball defensive
yeah.
midfielder on the planet.
That's fair.
I can
Yeah.
agree with that. Yeah.
That's fair.
Anyway, on the topic of midfielders and Leeds, I'd love a Casemiro backup because, as we all know, where he loves getting himself suspended.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Adams,
And on the Tyler Adams,
Tyler Adams,
100%. He is so good.
Very good.
Yeah,
good.
very,
Yeah,
very,
he
very
is,
good.
he's very good.
Tyler
Interesting
Adams is
to see how
excellent.
much
I want
lead-
them to go down so we can get Tyler Adams cup price.
Yeah.
You would. You get him for like 15 mil.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But, loads of teams to be in from. It'd be stupid if you didn't go in from.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I can see that happening as well.
Yeah.
Actually.
How old is he now? He's not old.
23. Oh,
I think.
Whoa,
it could be
look
older.
at there,
Do
lads.
you think he's older than? I think he's like
24,
24, 25.
24,
I think.
I think 24 maybe. Yeah.
24 sounds right.
24, 25.
I can remember him being 23.
No, I think 24. I've decided. on
24. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just remember him being 23 because I remember talking about him last season. I remember going, he's good.
I
Yeah.
like him. Yeah.
No, he's
There's
excellent.
so much ground, doesn't he? He impressed me in the England-America game. I know,
Yeah.
I know
Ran
He had that midfield on lock.
He's
Yeah.
a good talker. He's got a good mentality as well. He's locked in when he's playing. Do you know what
And
I mean?
even though he's tiny, he's still like quite physical. He still gets
Oh
some
yeah,
time.
he
he's
gets his
strong.
body across.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's physically strong.
Uses his
yeah.
body really well too.
Yeah, he does,
No,
yeah.
Tyler Adams is
Be
excellent.
interesting to see how much Leeds would ask for him
If he
if
stayed
Leeds
up.
aren't to go
50.
down.
Probably like
Yeah,
50
40.
How much did they pay
50,
for him?
Like 20.
20 something, wasn't it?
I don't know. Well, it might have actually been like 10.
40,
It wasn't
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, I think it was like 14 or something.
Yeah, it wasn't a
something
lot.
weird
It was
like
a
that.
really,
wasn't it?
really good deal.
They'd
But
asked
only-
for 40.
Again, they only got him because of Marsh.
Yeah, of course they did.
But now Marsh has left, there's a very high possibility that he'd leave. You can't really
Oh, if a team come knocking for him, he'd go.
yeah.
It reeks of like
He carries
17
the midfielder.
million.
70. Yeah,
That's a great
reeks
deal.
of like AC Milan, I think, for me, or something like that. They've got Dest.
I
and
hope for his
stuff
sake
like
he
that.
stays
Dest
in
don't really play
this
for him,
country.
No, he don't. But I just feel like he'll go somewhere in Italy. Like he'll be in the Champions
Who's
League
this?
next season anyway. Adams.
Oh,
He'll be playing in the
He has to be
Champions
Champions
League
League.
team
Well,
next
he has before anyway. with,
I think you lot would be
Leipzig,
daft
yeah.
going in for him as well.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be one of the names on the list, but I think we'd probably go for like a bigger name, depending on where we finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, on the topic of the Leeds Man United game, just to finish, it was a bit of individual brilliance that helped us out twice.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
it was,
I thought Sabitzer was good. His switch to Shaw was excellent, and I thought Shaw once again. I think he could be the best left back in the league. Honestly,
I think he
he
is.
is the best left back in the league. He is so
It's not
good.
unpopular. It's not uncontroversial.
First touch.
Last
out of-
season, I said Chilwell, but now I'm unsure.
First touch.
Well, last year I'd have said Cancelo.
Yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's how-
First
I didn't
touch,
like considering
superb.
Cancelo.
Cross into the box is excellent. And another Rashford header. I hope Benny McCarthy's getting these bonuses for these Rashford headers. Because, did you know 29% of Marcus Rashford's headers have come after he started pointing to his head?
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah.
Was that
For
Duncan
God's
Allister?
sake.
It must have been. Must
Yeah.
Have been, must have
For
been.
God's
Yeah,
sake.
29% of his
Great
headers have come after he started pointing to his head.
That is.
So,
I don't. What?
Love it. No, but yeah, Garnacho, good to see him on again after getting a lot of slander from fans online.
Undeserved as well.
Yeah,
So
any
undeserved.
18-year-old makes a mistake.
I've
in a
said
game.
on numerous occasions, I'm like, when I see United playing, Garnacho's on a bench, I'm like, he must be gutted that he's not starting. 'Cause I
But
think
every
he's good
time he
enough.
comes
I love
on,
him.
he's electric.
He's
He's
raw,
so-
isn't
Really, I
Oh,
love it. He's proper raw.
he's so
Such
good.
a-
I think he's definitely one for the
fearless,
future.
yeah.
I really don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think he is a big
Fantastic
future
football,
ahead of
mate.
him.
Fantastic football.
Two-footed, can
Something
dribble on
to
the
do,
inside, can dribble on the outside. He's
attitude as well.
direct.
Richard
Yeah,
can
he's a
sort
good
of
range
guy,
of pass, and
Signed a new contract, isn't he?
yeah, he's about to. Yeah, he's about to. Yeah.
Time down.
But even did you see Eric's reaction as well? He was buzzing for him, like he was just walking, like,
Yeah.
like a dad and his
It's
son.
wholesome, isn't it?
He
It's
just
like-
run towards
it's
him.
like
Does he
Not
start
that.
viewing United's strongest 11?
No,
Not yet.
Of course he doesn't. No, Rashford starts left.
In
wing.
2
He's
seasons, he
not playing
might.
anyway.
This is his introduction season.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You
No, he
shouldn't
doesn't
expect to
start.
start. It's just
He will, though.
He's raw. I'll go
development
with him,
is just few minutes, like starts a couple times, 40 minutes here and there, like 20
Off the
minutes.
bench
That's
in the
development, isn't it? You
Yeah.
can't just throw him in the deep end.
Takes-
Who is your best front three?
Anthony on the right, Martial if he's fully
Martial.
fit through the middle, and Rashford on the left. Yeah,
agreed,
yeah,
yeah.
because we miss Anthony a lot, and I think a lot of people slander Anthony because he
Flashy.
does a skill move that loads of people hate for some reason, but Ronaldinho does it. It's amazing. Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, Ronaldinho kicks up, kisses the ball. Oh, he's a genius. Anthony does a spin. Oh, I hate flashy footballers. He should get a yellow card.
People hate
for
that Brazilian culture, don't they?
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
so weird.
I love
No,
it.
they hate it. They hate it when it isn't Ronaldinho.
Shit for it, didn't he? Last season,
Neymar-
he was dribbling the ball with his head and sort of stuff. Like.
Yeah,
Well, he did keep you up
yeah,
with
against
it.
Nottingham Forest
Yeah.
He did
when he
keep
won
you
himself
up
a free
with
kick
And
in
then got
August.
clattered. But then if
Yeah.
an England player did it and then got snapped, they go, fucking hell.
Oh, if Luis Diaz did it. Oh, look at
yeah,
that South
they love
American
it, yeah,
flair that Luis
yeah.
Diaz has. He's a joy to watch.
There's a weird hatred for Brazil in
Yeah,
the Premier League.
because
right,
Richarlison looks a bit funny and has a funny
That's
celebration.
legit,
That's
yeah,
literally
that's
it. Yeah, and he
legit.
plays for Everton.
Yeah,
Well, he
exactly.
played for Spurs. That
Well, he
point
gets a
because
lot
of
less shit
pay.
now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
When St. Maximin did do it, doesn't anymore because he's crap. But when he did do it,
They loved it.
'Cause he loved
Sky
it,
Sports
yeah.
loved it. They
Yeah.
posted every 4
there's
seconds.
one last season against Palace, but he actually stood on the halfway line just about 25
Yes,
step overs
yeah.
in like
Yes,
2
yeah.
seconds.
And
And
just went
everyone
backwards,
loved it.
And achieved absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they loved it.
But how Paul Scholes was calling out and he disgraced. He did a spin and then played a pass. Yes, the pass on how to play, but God,
They acted as if
forbid
when they
a
played,
player misses
they
a
acted as when
pass.
they played in no shoes and on like concrete.
It's like when you and your mum used to make it out as if she used to walk 10 miles to go to school, but she just didn't. Like you used, mum, you got the bus.
Yeah.
You got the bus.
I used to climb up hills,
yeah.
across mountains.
I used to put my school bag on my shoulders. I would carry 3 kids, and you know what I mean. I just wasn't like that back in the day. Life was so much simpler.
Yeah. True.
But anyway, we're not saying that we have a bad life or anything, because I think people get that idea when we talk about the passport. But anyway,
yeah, I like my life. Let's just go on from this quickly.
no, but you know, like older people are all like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
young
yeah,
yourself
no,
so
no, I
easy." And then when
agree,
we
yeah.
complain, they think we're complaining about everything.
That's old
Well, it's
people
obviously a
that let
parenting
it do
tactic,
it.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like, be great
Let
for
old
one.
Yeah,
people
exactly.
do it.
Yeah,
That's what it
so
is.
they can talk about the hardship they had to go through. Yeah. But no, what were we talking about? Yeah, my nice best on 3. Anthony is definitely part of that. Hopefully Sancho at some
Well, he
point.
has to be. Just put them-
Yeah, Sancho's definitely a right winger. He's not a left winger. He came on the 10 though.
Yeah.
Oh, love
he
this.
did, yeah.
Moved
Very
Bruno out to the right. It was real nice.
We've said for ages he suits
Yeah.
that sort of role, doesn't he? The free
Move
role.
Bruno out to the right. It was real nice.
Yeah, well, it was real nice. I was had a real good view, but I was up in the stand, a real nice view. And I was like, oh yeah, because I said to the person beside me, I was like, "Has he put Sancho in the 10?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Ah, nice."
Respect.
Yeah, and then Amad Diallo is currently playing in the 10th minute for Sunderland.
Yeah,
Played
he is,
everywhere,
I
that
think Stuart's injured, isn't he? So that's why he's playing.
Rod Stewart.
Yeah, Rod Stewart.
Stewart.
Rod Stewart in the 10.
Go on, Rod.
Roddy Rich.
But
Roddy Rich.
He put a stick in the box, didn't he?
He did. No, he did. That's a great point. He did.
I just put a stick in a bag. That reminds me of
Again, yeah,
COVID
great.
so much.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
lockdown right there.
That was lockdown TikTok.
Ah.
I'd put a-
Wait, that one Roddy Rich, it's Richard Kidd, that, isn't it? I got the reference wrong. Stick in the
No,
box is
Roddy
Rich-
Rich is
Is
Roddy
it-
Rich. No, it's
is it
Roddy
Roddy
Rich. It's Roddy Rich.
So what was Rich for Kids' song then?
Oh, all the terrible ones.
Yeah, what was it, the TikTok viral one though?
I
What
don't
was
know.
it?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I
I
don't
know
Can't
you
play
mean.
it, but
What is it? Yeah, don't play it, but tell me the name of it.
I used to do it in school when I was in home tech. I used to just go with me and my mates to school.
And I put a stick in the back. Yeah,
Rich.
this
Rich
is
for
the podcast
Kids.
where we search for Rich for Kids songs.
It happens every
Plug
week.
what?
Plug what? Yeah, that's it, That was really white.
That was the whitest thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm glad I want a part of that.
You were.
I said sorry, both you were going.
You were.
And you went, yeah.
Yeah.
Was I part of that?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
thank
know.
you.
Say
I was
yes.
watching
Just say
him. I was
yes.
Yeah, we were all
watching him.
watching him because he
Yeah.
was the centre of attraction
I was
with
waiting for the
beer
answer.
shirt on, wasn't he?
Awful. So many going. Right. Why do I have to do the transitions?
Newcastle, I'll talk about them.
Yeah. Newcastle drop points.
Go on.
Again.
Go.
Again.
Bournemouth.
Talk to the camera. Go.
Again.
You put 10 men behind the ball in the shed.
So, we were. That's probably our worst performance of the season.
How was it on TV, by the way?
I don't know.
We have
I'm
to
sick.
conversation.
I'm actually bored of it. Our
What do you mean you're bored of it?
I am. Can't talk about play Bournemouth. It's boring.
No.
It's boring.
So you'd rather not watch the
We're on
But
TV once every
put it at
5 weeks.
three.
Be grateful.
I'd rather like one of the 3, like probably Palace Brighton. Put that on half. I can find a legal stream to watch it on 3. 3. There's no
don't
point
like
in waiting.
streams. I don't like streams.
There's no point in waiting till half 5 for that.
I always
game.
see my
It's
flash go off
stupid.
and I go, oh shit, we scored.
Yeah.
And then I've got to wait for 20 seconds.
Do any of Sky Go? Sky Go's behind too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
horrible. It's
Yeah,
sickening.
TV goes
It's,
the same
yeah,
for
it's
when BT's
sickening.
on, yeah.
And also,
It's sickening.
half 5 on a Saturday for Newcastle fans going all the way down to Bournemouth is a bit inconvenient. Like you're not getting back until about 1 in the
But
morning.
it's better than a 12:30, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
3
Yeah,
o'clock
but it should be a 3 o'clock. I don't know why. I don't know
Be
why.
on telly.
I've never seen a fan argue that their game shouldn't be on TV.
No, when we're on TV so much, it's just
You
like,
aren't. Yeah, I think it's got to be. It's got to be
love
you and
that.
Liverpool.
our first 14 games of this like calendar year being on TV.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
mad.
And again, when we play Bournemouth, even if we win, it's not going to be a great game.
We've not
Like,
been on TV 5 times this year, which is a lot for Man United. Look, I know.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, but
You
the
go
look.
and
The
say-
look.
I wasn't.
No, the
No, I wasn't. I was
you-
trying to think of a statistic for us, for me to say we've not been on telly 28 times this season.
out of 29 games.
Yeah.
The one game was a derby.
Yeah.
I can
No, there's
understand why
more
we're on
than
TV though.
No, we've had a
Of
few.
course. I
I can
yeah.
understand why they're putting us on TV because we're like.
Of course you are.
I've got loads of money.
Everton
Yeah.
Leeds
Money.
is 3 o'clock, isn't it? This Saturday.
what's up?
Everton Leeds.
That should be a
Yeah,
televised.
see, that's-
That should be a
should
game on.
televised.
Yeah,
That
that
should
should
be
be.
the 2 o'clock on
they've got
Saturday.
the half
They've got
12, yeah.
Aston Villa Arsenal.
Oh, no one cares.
Guess who's top of the league? Can we talk about Aston Villa real quick? Because I saw a post on Twitter the other day.
I love to
Yesterday. and he said,
My favourite.
and it was a picture of Ollie Watkins, and he was like, has a better Villa career than Greasy. And I quote tweeted it. Yeah, I quote tweeted, and I was like, when he leaves to further his career and helps your financial side massively, you'll hate him.
He got them 100 million.
100 million, and he replied. Guess what he replied? He was like, not that we need a lot of money. I was like, oh yeah, because 100 million isn't a massive help. 100 million would help any team on the planet, whether you're Newcastle or whether you're Leyton Orient.
That's
100 million is game
It's like
changing.
3 times the fee they've ever had to see for a player.
Yeah,
They don't want
100 million.
Another thing that annoyed me is, like the penalty one this weekend
Was
against
a pen.
Villa. Was a pen.
Was a pen.
It was a pen. But
He made it theatrical.
No, but he
It was
dived
a
like
pen.
twice, though, didn't he?
no,
He
but
dived
it's
a
what you
couple
have to
of times.
do. It's what.
That's-
I have
That's
no
the
issue with
player he
diving.
is.
I have no
That's
real
his-
issue with diving.
His role is to win fouls.
But yeah, Villa fans obviously hated it. They're like, look at him dive.
It's
It's like,
not
well,
a dive. It's not a dive.
no, it's not a dive.
Yeah, and the Villa
It's not a
fans,
dive.
But
they're,
it's not a dive.
they're playing the victim in the sense of like, it's
They are
like
massively
I
diving.
thought he respected the club.
Yeah, and they were like, well, you
It doesn't
didn't mind-
matter, it doesn't-
He did.
You didn't
He came
mind
over
when
to
he
clap
dived,
me at the end of the
Yeah, he
game.
came, but
Massively
What's-
respects
what's
the
your-
club.
He also
He gave him an extra year than he should have given
He
him.
did for Villa.
that 90
he waited an
minutes.
extra year and then waited until he got the most amount of money possible so he could help the club out as much as he possibly could.
£100 million.
Am I right in saying his goal against West Ham kept them up in the Premier League just before he left?
What, the one that should
yeah.
have stood?
The
one
defensive one.
at
Do you
West
remember?
Ham.
No, not the one against
They
Sheffield
were in the
United,
they were in
Away.
the, they were in the
That
green kit. COVID season.
Probably, yeah.
Yes, probably.
He also won us a championship.
Christ.
Good lad.
Yeah, he carried them to the Premier League.
I think
and
it is
kept
it's
them
season
up.
Villa, like one of the highest chance creation numbers in the Premier League, alongside like Bruno, De
Next to
Bruyne.
Bruyne, wasn't it? Yeah,
yeah.
that's that,
I
yeah.
love him.
And
He's quality, mate.
he waited until he could help you out as much as possible, and then went on to further his career. What is the
It's
issue
like-
with
it's
football
like-
players
He's done what's
going?
best for
It's
him.
like Declan Rice. No, he could have gone.
Declan Rice done 2 years ago.
Right, I know.
He'll go this year.
Yeah,
will go, it's good.
I know you might not say this as a Manchester United fan, but as a Northern Irish fan, if there was a really, really, really good Northern Irish player and he was like Northern Irish, he was fully Northern Irish, but he had like an English granny and he could play for England. Say, for example, Jude Bellingham was English. If Jude Bellingham
Jude
left,
Bellingham is English.
if Jude Bellingham was Northern Irish, right?
Yes.
And Jude Bellingham left to play England, I have no issues with
Oh, I've got like a bit of a similar thing, right? When we went down, we had Wijnaldum way too good for the championship. I was like, leave.
Go.
Yeah,
Leave.
you
Go.
with Onana last week.
Yeah,
just
I,
go.
Oh yeah, and I said Pickford and Onana. I said that if we go down, go.
Yeah,
Go away.
Yeah,
because
just
then
leave.
I would
Please.
cheer
Go
on
away.
I would cheer
Go
on Jude
on.
Bellingham as if it was Northern Ireland because I know he didn't want to leave, but he just wanted to play at the World Cup.
similar-
Things he's not going to
Similar
get.
to Richarlison now, wasn't it? He gave
Northern
us
Ireland.
2 extra seasons.
Yeah.
Go. Just play for a team in the Champions League. I know he's not
You
getting games,
deserve
but
it, yeah.
Yeah, you've done.
Give us the money.
You're Brazil's
and go.
number 9. You've got 50 mil. Go and play somewhere in the
Yeah.
Champions League. and
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Third of your
Crazy,
career.
like he got
He's
you
still
100.
25.
He got you 100 million.
And Wijnaldum was really
You hear
respectful
him.
about it when he left as well. It's like, I'm like,
He's a
I
good
hope you
bloke,
understand.
isn't he?
Yeah,
He's a good bloke.
Sissoko wasn't absolute twats, but like,
So goes a divvy, yeah.
but yeah, Wijnaldum was one nice one.
He is.
Every time I think of Sissoko, I just think of the funny stat of like Spurs hadn't finished paying off Sissoko's contract after he left Spurs after 5 years to go to Watford. He still hadn't paid it off, and it wasn't even a high fee. It was like 30 million or something. That was
Yeah.
30
stupid.
mil back in the day though, from a championship club, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
30 mil.
He was
When
good
won-
for Spurs though. He was
started
workhorse.
bad.
He was alongside
He was good for
Dembele,
about
who was
2
absolutely
years.
unbelievable.
Oh my god, Dembele.
Yeah.
Oh.
We should do a podcast one of these days.
Just
It's
naming footballers.
No. It's just an hour and a half about Merseyside and Dembele.
Oh,
I think.
I just want to name footballers one time.
Not-
It's just
not the
oh.
Leon
Should we do
striker.
it now? We
No.
always play this game, don't we?
Well, just name
Just
footballers.
name really niche football.
No.
Yeah.
What was the best shot with like
Let's all name
Felipe
one.
Melo?
Oh, Felipe
I love that
Melo.
shout.
Love that.
Felipe Melo. Come on.
Luke Chadwick.
Yeah.
Paulinho.
We said some great ones the other day. I'm trying to think of them.
We had some really.
I like
good ones,
Paulinho,
didn't
just
we?
bringing him up.
Izzy Brown early was quite a good shout.
Yeah.
In the lecture.
It was crap.
Right, no. We've got to, we'll save that for another day.
Oh,
We've got to move
I've
on.
enjoyed that.
We'll go on from Newcastle dropping points to another team
didn't
dropping
even talk
points.
about it.
Arsenal drop points. What do we think of the Tony goal? I think it's offside.
I haven't seen it, to be honest.
You haven't seen it?
Nope. I
Have
saw
you
a
been
big
on Twitter?
uproar, but I haven't seen it.
I've heard it's
I haven't.
I need my memory.
I have only seen the screenshot on Twitter. I haven't seen the thing
Yeah,
live.
yeah. I
Oh,
can't
right,
speak
I've
on
seen the
And
authority.
he
screenshot.
looked-
I've seen the
and he
goals.
looked-
I can't speak with
he
authority
looks
on it.
online. He looks off.
Was that the one where they had to apologise because they'd drawn the wrong line or something?
No, that was.
Who was that?
That's
that
Brighton
was the
game.
Brighton
Oh,
game.
we need to talk
That
about.
was so
we need to talk about.
Mario Laminas.
No, we need
Did
to
you
talk
see
about.
Oh, my God.
We will.
We need to talk about Simchek's
Awful.
ball as well against Chelsea.
Not a handball. I'm joking. Of course I'm joking.
God.
It's playing
I was
handball of all
it's
about to
time.
lay you out.
Wait, no, what is it? My hand went into a
Yeah.
fist.
Double fisted up.
Yeah.
It's a great save, isn't it?
Unbelievable
People were laughing about
save.
it, weren't they? After in the press, he was laughing his head off.
If
about
David De Gea had done that Twitter would have exploded.
because he's a goalkeeper.
Yeah,
Twitter would have exploded.
He sounds
Probably, Max.
Hacked.
If such hack. I don't know how to use the word.
Such a hack.
No,
It's a
David De
great
Gea
start.
done that opening save of the season. You know what I mean?
I think when Suso did it, was
Don't
like,
say it again. You've used it once. You can't say it again because then it's double hack.
No, I don't think it was. I think that was good.
It's
I
how
thought
he
that was
took
alright.
like 2.5 minutes to rule out West Ham's goal just before it.
Yeah.
And then take no time to.
I looked at it and I thought, oh, that's a pen unlucky.
Didn't even look at it.
And then, oh, okay.
I should imagine you saying that out loud. Oh, that's a
Yeah, I did.
You know-
I said
you
to
know
my
what
laptop, I went, that's a pen. Referee. Go on.
Yeah, I've gone. Kobe, look at this. Kobe, look, handball, look. He was going.
JB means he's dog Kobe, not Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's crazy. It's
Oh, obviously don't mean Kobe Bryant, for fuck's sake. Right, moving on.
How would people know it was
Hack.
a dog?
Well, true, yeah. You could just...
It could
Well,
have
he
been
picked him up like a
It could have
dog.
been his kid.
Picking the baby up.
That's,
like
how
a
you hold,
stomach.
that's not how you hold dogs, though. Like that. That's how you hold dogs.
Kobe.
I have a dog, so I got... No, you have one arm under
The
Under
belly.
dog's chest.
Under-
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
between his legs.
and then one
Yeah.
under the belly like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you went like that. It's like-
I did, yeah, initially. It was just quick. It was quick fire. I just get him up, throw him back down again. I don't know, it's my dog. No, but it's horrific. And you know what's bad when, like the Premier League commentators can't really lay into VAR, unless like Jamie Carragher or Guy Neville. But like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, they- for them.
for example,
Hate
like it was a Jermaine Genius was on commentary.
Oh, don't
he was
talk
going,
about
he was going,
Oh,
this is
when's he
disgraceful.
going to go away? When is
Yeah,
he?
it was-
When's he? Steve McManaman, when they're going to go away?
Was it a BT? Was it on BT?
BT, yeah.
Was it Adam Summerton that was the main commentator?
Oh, he
No,
can he
Darren
go away?
Fletcher.
as well?
I love Adam Summerton.
I like Darren
Was it-
Fletcher.
Adam Summerton.
Was it
covered-
not Darren
I don't
Fletcher?
like any
No, it was
of
Adam
them,
Summerton.
really.
I
Can't
think
remember.
he was on one of them because I can
It was
remember.
Darren Fletcher.
Because
Yeah,
he covered. Who was
yeah.
Adam Summerton do? Then?
He,
Is he the one that
Champions
did National
League?
yeah, he usually does jump.
He's the one that did Town's playoff.
Yeah,
run.
he did National League for ages.
Oh, the guy that was on the Twitter post you retweeted.
What?
You retweeted the playoff run.
Oh, was it the
Yeah.
commentator one? Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Okay.
That's him. Yeah,
He was good.
I love him.
Waterfall!
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the Combat Kings. They just don't know when they're beaten.
Yeah.
That is my favourite. Oh, it's so good. It gives me chills every time I think about it.
I
But
think I think Roma have risen from their ruins. It's a good one.
Peter Drury.
Yeah.
I know. We're just talking.
right.
We're talking about really good commentaries.
Adam Summerton on Roma versus Barcelona.
He's gone from Chesterfield, Notts County,
to
to Roma,
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Sorry, I just don't want to talk about really good commentaries.
Sorry, mate.
The great God in Rome.
No, that is the best.
That
one
is the
of all
best.
time.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, back your way. Well, you stick with
No,
your
no,
Grimsby one.
no, I mean for me, like for personally, obviously.
Well, yeah, the best one for me is the Chetziose one, but
Yeah.
it's not the best of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What about you, Tom? Gotta do it quickly,
Yeah,
Rainy.
yeah. I know it's
Yeah.
not. I mean,
It's not even proper commentary.
It's Liverpool's commentator.
Yeah, it's Liverpool FC. It's like Liverpool TV commentary, isn't it?
And then you've got
So like only like
just
12
cheering
people have
in
ever
the
seen
back.
it
Yeah.
live.
That is a really good
Yeah.
commentary, actually, to be fair.
It is, yeah.
Was it?
It's just iconic, isn't it?
Was it?
Huh?
What's good commentary? Are we still talking about Country Quickly Read?
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
thought you
saying.
said another one. Sorry.
No.
I quite like when I quite like when Origi scores against Everton when Pickford slaps it off the bar and Jimmy Guy goes, "Look at Jurgen Klopp!
Yeah.
Look
it's
at
good.
Jurgen Klopp!"
I don't. He's too
I didn't
bad.
like it when Jamie Carragher went,
Shouldn't be on
Mo
commentary,
Salah,
should he?
you little dancer.
Mo Salah,
didn't
you
like
little
that.
dancer.
I was
I
like,
quite like that.
what?
I didn't mind that.
He tries to be like Neville too much. You know when Neville goes,
Yeah, that's
He
good.
tried-
Yeah.
he wants his thing.
That's
Carragher's looking for
Neville
his thing,
did
isn't
it.
he?
Neville did it once, and it was iconic. He was like, and then he did it another time, and it was.
Oh,
just
no, I
shit.
really
so
like
the first time
it.
he
I really
the first time he
like
ever did it was when Torres scored against Barcelona. When Torres scored against Barcelona.
It's still.
It was really prolonged, and then he did it again when Drogba scored. When he was like, "Oh, yeah, that was
I
when he did
really
it
like
again."
it.
I love it.
I like compilations when it's loads of high pitched ones and then there's a centre back is ball and he goes, ooh.
No,
Yeah.
it's not like
When,
this
when,
one.
when,
No,
when you hear it, you know something's
Yeah,
happening.
you go,
know?
and
You're not watching it, but
I've-
you hear him like,
I find myself doing it at Curls. I've done it a couple of times. I go, ooh.
I love that.
Like,
I love that.
I think there was one where it was one of the centre backs of Devin Matthews playing the ball across the box. He got into shot and I went, ooh. While Aussie Ben was
it's
talking
like
to
a
the top of me.
dodgy back pass.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh.
Yeah, but no.
You can commentate the whole game. I just go, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, well, that's what we're gonna
It's like
hear.
watching fireworks or something.
That's a great analogy. That's brilliant. Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Catherine Wheel.
Yeah. What else? When else do you do that?
What?
When you're just watching something really impressive, you go, ooh.
No.
When someone
I'm
show-
watching that Michael Jackson performer in Manchester City Centre. That's my
we go,
favourite.
we go.
Baby, are you okay? And he's just like, are you okay? Are you okay? I love him. He makes me laugh. He's just running up and down the square.
He loves it, mate.
He loves it.
He does.
Yeah, I just love it.
Right, we're going to move on to Spurs. They got hammered. And unfortunately, Mason isn't here today.
I didn't watch it because I was at work. That's probably what you'd say.
Well, where do you go to work?
No, mate, I'm pretending to be Mason.
It's 3
Come on,
o'clock.
clock on. Yeah, but he just don't watch any game ever.
No.
Yeah, you don't watch football, so
Yeah.
He don't
He's a
watch
season ticket. He goes about 2 games a season. Unfortunately. Sorry, Mace, but you would agree with this.
I think that was a very surprising result. I don't think anyone could have seen that coming.
Not after beating It's the
No,
most Spurs
yeah.
thing ever to do, is a big Man
But it
City.
really
and then-
is.
Yeah, and Bentancur's out for 7 months.
Ooh, that's their top 4 hopes over. Unless like Son finds out how to use his feet again, then maybe.
Unless Oliver Skip
That's
becomes
unlikely.
good.
Who?
Unless Oliver Skip becomes good.
He's good. I don't mind all
I
this.
don't mind it.
He's okay.
He's good at power.
Sar's decent. Had a good game last night.
Yeah, Sar's
no,
alright,
Sar is good.
Yeah,
I was
Sar's
50-50 between the. I was going to watch just the PSG Bayern game and then it stunk up the show, and we'll get on to that.
Oh,
So I started watching the
Basuma's
Spurs
out
game.
as well, isn't he? He's got
Yeah.
some surgery.
Who is?
Basuma.
Yeah, he's always injured.
Bissouma.
He's been for Spurs anyway. He's been for Spurs.
Ooh, he's been ooh.
Spurs just never change, though, do
That's what we should do from now on.
Yeah, how do you describe players?
We should like a player.
Tom
rating.
say a random player and we'll all react.
Random player.
Yamas.
No,
you
you're going
can't
too
do
early,
that.
Tom. You say a player and then we'll do that.
Yeah.
One, two,
I've got one.
Okay.
Toby Alderweireld.
Wait, Toby Alderweireld when?
2016.
Ooh. Toby Alderweireld in the 2022 World Cup. Ooh.
Give us a play.
Let's go with.
Come on, mate. Never heard of him.
Grealish.
Right now or like?
No. Yeah.
Ooh, Aston Villa.
Actually, last season's Grealish. That's a better one.
I still think he was unappreciated last season.
I do as well.
He was a monster for winning fouls. Imagine him in a percentage football team. He'd be really good.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where he plays.
Ooh, yeah. Sure.
Say another player.
Oh, say another player. Have you got one? 'Cause I haven't got one of them.
I've got another one. Vlad Kirikesh.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Right,
I can't think of someone. I want someone like kind of niche, but also not the same
I've
time.
got one. Johnny Evans. Woo! Sorry.
I don't like that.
Casemiro.
No, come on, man.
No, we have to go like.
I've got one. I've got one. Alex Song. La la. Smooth.
17 siblings. Ooh.
Sandro from Spurs back in the day.
Oh, I thought it was Sandro Ramirez.
No. Not even Sandro Ramirez.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sandro
How long
from
has it been since he
Spurs.
was at Spurs now?
Oh,
2013.
I remember the kit. It was like the blue sponsor.
Was he part of
the
a Spurs 7? He wasn't, was he?
No.
We always have this conversation, don't
Yeah, we know-
And I
there's
always
always one we
change someone.
forget.
I always change someone.
No,
Soldado.
Soldado is the first one we say.
Oh,
Vlad Kirikesh.
oh God. Lamella.
Adebayor.
Ooh, iconic that.
Spurs Adebayor.
Oh,
Crystal Palace, that about.
Arsenal Adebayor.
Yaya Sanogo. Yaya
Man
Sanogo.
City, Adebayo.
What, for the
Iconic.
celebration?
Celebration. Yeah.
This is easily the weirdest segment.
No, this is the best sec.
Right,
Miles,
no,
I've got
right.
one. Miles Jedinak.
Ooh, I know it is.
Benoit Asricotto.
Nikita,
Loving this too much.
Nikita Jalovic.
He's scored a couple good goals. To
Yeah,
be
he
fair.
did, yeah.
Stephen Naismith.
Seamus Coleman.
That's when the fireworks end. You start clapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Over.
that
Right,
goes.
we're going to finish on Stephen Naismith.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, Spurs got battered.
Good.
They did.
Good.
Badly.
Good.
And I'm going to say something right now. What's the
on,
time?
1 hour 16.
Right.
One
I'll
hour.
write it down on my phone. The best thing that could happen to Spurs right now is
Conte gets
losing
sacked.
Antonio Conte.
I completely.
It would have been so good if you didn't interrupt me.
Utterly agree. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
no,
I
100%.
agree.
If they lose,
I saw what podcast is it? I don't know what it's called. But they were saying
the
like
4-0 Up podcast.
yeah, it's just-
That's the only one.
on our podcast as we speak sense. It was like, why do Spurs insist on playing a back five when they're back three against Milan? Oh no, was it Leicester or Milan?
Three
it was
to
like
their ass.
it was like Tanganga, Dyer, and Davies. How?
Ben Davies playing left centre half.
What?
It's
Just
not-
play
not
a
as
four
bad
at
as
the
Tanganga.
back.
It's
not
not
bad
as bad as
Tanganga, no.
Tanganga.
Just play a
But
four at the
they always
back.
play Davies left centre half.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't
It's
think
not-
that bad.
I don't think it's that bad.
Who?
I read Davis at left centre half. I don't
No,
think
he's
it's
been
that bad.
alright.
I don't think it's that bad.
Still-
He's not a left back
carries the
though, is
ball
he?
You
really
don't want to
well.
do it, though, do you?
No, you don't want to do it, but if you have to do it, you have to do it.
You don't want to do it.
Yeah, I just don't understand why they play far at the back. It isn't working.
Tanganga is.
He is.
Tanganga is. Ooh.
Don't like you. Porro, by the way, let's talk about his debut. Tim Sherwood hated him.
Didn't
Apparently.
watch it. Apparently, it was terrible.
I
Yeah,
thought it
that's
was.
what
I
Tim Sherwood
thought it
says.
was awful how bad because I was Tim Sherwood
It's
still
well asked,
salty
wasn't
about his time at Spurs. I thought it was really, really horrible
It
what
was
he was saying
petty.
about him.
It was really petty.
Was he just like singling him
what did
out?
he say?
So
Like,
this
Yeah,
is
it's
what
like,
he said. He
this
said
is the worst debut ever.
no, he said it's,
Literally said that.
it's Pedro Porro's debut, but I hope it's the last time we see him. He should be relieved of his duties. This might be one of the worst debuts I've ever seen. He is not cut out for this Antonio Conte team. He's not cut out to play in the Premier
He's
League.
the perfect mould for Antonio Conte.
He
wing-back.
can't defend. He can't go forward. He's leaving gaps. He's not
Yeah,
spatially
he just
aware.
said he didn't want to defend. He's like,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to defend. He's
I
like,
think imagine Tim Sherwood trying to coach a 5 at the back. I think he'd explode, wouldn't it?
he'd end up playing with 10 at the back because he don't know what he's doing.
Imagine him
My
going.
mum once said he looked like a pigeon. I remember a match today one time it was on in the kitchen and mum went, he looks like a pigeon, and he was doing his interviews. Yeah, but he's horrible. Don't like Tim Sherwood.
Yeah, it was just hard. I think everyone around him as well in the studio was just like, all right. It can't be
So,
that
yeah, but
bad,
just,
surely.
no. You know what he saw? He was like, I'm just going to do a few clips on Twitter. I'm going to say something because he's so irrelevant in that Sky Sports studio. No one likes him. I quite like
fair.
Michael Dawson in the Sky Sports studio.
Yeah, I like
I
him.
love him.
Good
Yeah,
lad he is.
Came to my school once. Good lad.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Who's that Scottish guy? I like him. He used to
Oh
play for
yeah, that
Rangers.
Scottish guy.
And always has really nice
McAnally?
suits
Do you
on.
know who I'm on about?
The grey hair, the
I do,
grey
yeah, I do.
gel
McAnally?
hair.
Alan
Yeah.
Mc-
no,
Alan
no,
McAnally?
no,
Alan
he's,
McAnally?
It's not Alan McAnally.
Is it Alan McAnally?
It's going to bug me, that is.
Alan McAnally.
But he's good. I like him.
Is it Alan McAnally?
We should make sure it's not Alan McAnally.
Don't
Is
think
it?
So.
Oh.
Right, okay, there's no point talking.
I know you're
Is it
wrong,
Ali
Victor.
Sissoko? No, it's not. Is it? No,
Christ.
I have no idea who you're on about.
no, it's not. Is it?
It'll come to me.
Right, okay. No, I sure.
I like
was
James
awful.
Cooper on Sky. I think James Cooper on Sky was
Yeah,
very
I like
good.
Yeah. Are you trying to get extra marks?
Yeah, I am. I really am. I'm with him. I
really don't think he watches the podcast.
Oh, do you not?
No, he probably does. He's such a
No, I
hero.
don't.
like.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, Chris Cooper, are you watching? No,
No.
It's hardly going to reply, is he?
no.
He can't speak through the camera.
Yeah, he
No, well, some of the, like I said on the TikTok, we can't hear you if you shout through the camera. So when we do tic-tac-toe, there's
Yeah,
no,
don't bother shouting at your
Yes,
phone.
don't shout at your phone. It doesn't achieve anything.
We
And
can't-
and you look like a weirdo doing it.
Yeah.
So just don't do it.
The police might come round to your house. as
Yeah,
well.
him. Yeah, that's him. On
Him, yeah.
Oh.
How have you managed to find a picture of him but not his
It
name?
says Ali McCoy and Darren Fletcher, but don't say his.
Irrelevant.
What is
What we're going to talk about?
We need to talk about Lamina.
Chris
Yes.
Boyd.
as well.
Oh,
Chris
come
Boyd.
on.
Ah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Lamina.
Yeah, Lamina.
Worst
We've
decision
all-
I've seen in a
we've
long
all
time.
seen that, yeah?
This
Yeah,
third
awful.
man rule.
How?
What?
Yeah, but he doesn't even run to him. He walks towards
Yeah,
him.
that's
He's miles
not-
away.
Yeah,
It's like,
Neves
what?
summed it up perfectly, didn't he? He said you could have easily booked me or Matinho,
Yeah.
who was behind
I
him.
love Neves. What a
Yeah, I
lad.
like Neves. He's a good leader, isn't he?
Oh,
Oh,
leader.
love
Love
him.
Neves, yeah.
Love
He
him.
knows what he's on about. But
Love
he's
him.
correct. Because
How
they
do-
were the two that were giving more of a protest, weren't they?
How does
Yeah.
a third man walk into the referee,
Getting
make
yellow
the ref
card.
feel under threat?
That's
this-
never been a rule, by the way.
And this
Ever,
is-
ever.
But Clay-Butt
Diaz
ball.
got booked for it as well against Villa. He also got booked for being the third man to walk.
Is it Lamina?
No,
No,
Diaz.
Diaz.
Luis
Diaz.
Diaz.
Yeah, no,
Ruben.
Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah.
If you walk up to him and if you don't give him any shit, you don't get booked. That's how it should
Literally,
be.
Lamina's reaction summed it up perfectly. He just fell to his knees.
Was
He's like,
shocked.
what
How
on
is
earth?
Bruno not been like sent off
Yeah,
3
exactly.
times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arsenal the worst. How many times?
Oh,
Arsenal?
they get fined by the FA.
Yeah, well,
every
if you
game.
can't do it on the pitch, surely Arteta can't sprint out of his technical area every time an Arsenal player
I'd
goes
just like
down.
to say I don't have an issue with that.
I also don't have an issue with it either. I was just talking about if you can't run the ref, sure you can't run out of your technical area. You know what I mean?
You can't. He's been
Well,
told
it's
for
one
it.
for all for one, isn't it?
Marcus Silva got booked for it last week as well, didn't
You got to do it from all.
Yeah, it's very, very weird. And this is exactly the point where if a referee in rugby was mic'd up or a referee did interviews after
Yeah.
the game, it would clear it all up.
I
It would clear it all up.
everything,
I
yeah.
can
And it
guarantee.
would stop referees making dodgy decisions
he?
like
Yeah,
that.
but
as
they know
well,
the
'cause
referees are so bad that they can't
Yeah.
mic them up because there's no evidence
Yeah,
to
they're
play
just-
some of the
I can
decisions.
guarantee
That's
the
it.
situations in the
They've
game
There'd be no
tonight.
employment.
Arsenal v City tonight. I guarantee the situations where more than two players from the same
And they
team
don't get
run
booked.
to the ref. They won't get booked.
And
No, they
you know
won't.
what's going to happen? Do you know the whole thing about if all 11 players or all 10 outfield players are off the pitch, the team can kick off? Remember we saw in the World Cup, we saw like Teo Hernandez and Bernardo Silva stand on the pitch.
Yeah.
We're going to see blockers introduced around the referee where someone will stand there and block people running in. I don't know if we'll see it straight away, but I could see it
What,
getting
the
to that
linesman
point.
runs on and just stands there. Like,
Just a
Not the
body.
linesman, no. Like people in their own team.
Yeah.
Might as well be like a floater for both teams. You know,
Like a random fan every
when
game
it goes
gets
out
picked.
of play.
You!
Yeah, there's like a spotlight that goes around the stadium. It's like, you are chosen.
Summons him. Just
It's like that time Harry Redknapp got a fan to sit in the technical area one
Yeah.
time because he was telling him
He brought a fan on, didn't he? A
yeah.
friendly.
No,
You don't know about
it was
that?
not soccer. That happened in soccer, was it not?
No, it was a real game. In a friendly, in a pre-season game.
Yes,
a fan was
away like
slagging off-
Andorra or
off
something.
his
Yeah.
decisions. Yeah, he went, oh, you come on, yeah, come on, you come on. And he put him on up front.
did he score?
No, it was shit.
Imagine if he scored.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah. No, that was an odd decision. But I want to move on to the Champions League
Yeah.
because it happened last night. And it's
Bayern.
currently Wednesday, the 15th, as time recording.
Yes.
So we need to talk about it. So last night we saw PSG stink up the show.
Look poor. Yeah.
And
Look poor.
I do want to talk about PSG because there's a couple of things I want to talk about. I thought they just allowed Bayern to have so much of the ball
They give him
because
too much respect.
They did it.
Yeah.
Was it Bayern who they played last year in like the same scenario? And they just like did nothing. It was 0-0 and Mbappe scored in the last
that was
minute.
Real Madrid.
Oh, of course it was.
They give teams too
my
much.
bad.
Too much
But it's a
respect,
similar
don't they,
thing.
sometimes?
Every team that they think is better than them, they just go, you know what, we're just going to sit off, even though they've got the quality.
But if you're gonna, but they set up in like a. But I think Bayern set up in like a 3-1-6.
Yeah, they did.
And PSG
They're
set up
brilliant.
in a 4-4-2. But a 4-4-2 pressing structure only works if both men are going to press. Because those two at the top of the
Oh my
top
god,
of the
it's the
tree.
weirdest photo I've ever seen.
Yeah, those two at the top of the tree have got to be almost your most. Have got to be your most effective pressers.
And you can't have
Neymar
Messi
actually
in
was
there.
working hard last night. He was
He
running
was
off the ball.
working hard, yeah.
Messi did nothing.
But you can't
Messi
expect
won't.
him.
But
He's
he's
not
not
their job.
going to.
It's not their
He's not
job,
going to. And Neymar and Messi aren't good pressers. Neymar may work hard, he might chase the ball, but he's not a good presser.
He only ends up getting frustrated as well when he has to
Yeah,
do stuff like
he's because he was looking around at Messi
I
and
do
stuff
feel.
last night.
I know I love him and stuff, but you'll be able to agree with me. You can't put square pegs in round holes.
No.
You should expect players like that to get wound up when you get being told to do a job.
And
that you shouldn't be doing.
and that was what PSG did so well to start the season. I think they went like 20 odd games undefeated in all competitions. They were unbeaten in 14 games in Ligue 1 before the World Cup. And that was what they did so well, is because they had these midfielders like Soler or whatever that were going to do the doggy dog work for them. They were going to accommodate for the front three that was Mbappe, Neymar,
Right, yeah,
Messi.
like, yeah.
And
Verratti's
now,
so good at that,
yeah, and now that doesn't
Yeah,
really
I
happen
don't
anymore.
understand, makes no
But
sense.
setting up in a 4-4-2 pressing structure with the top of your tree being Messi and Neymar is set up.
Should have been a
for
free
failure.
and etiquette. You should have
Etiquette,
should have
yeah.
started.
Ekitike, yeah.
Should have
Yeah,
started.
and
It's a good press.
or if you have a
Quick.
situation like that, just take the game to Bayern. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just take the
You're
game
at
to them.
home.
Yeah,
home.
at
Yeah, they're
home.
gonna struggle in that
You're,
second
you're a
half.
great team. You've got Messi
thing
and
is-
Neymar who can perform wonders with the ball as soon as they get it. You know what I mean? And I did think both
They
had
ended the
really
game.
poor games yesterday.
Then
But
they did end the game with like the best team. Like I don't know why Vitinha didn't start. He was good. When he
He's
came
good,
on.
yeah.
Coutinho's excellent.
Obviously,
yeah.
Mbappe wasn't fit to start,
But
but he
he-
should be next leg. And then they've got I don't know if Renato
They've got-
Sanchez will be back in
They've
time.
got
but-
Fabian Ruiz sitting on the bench. Fabian Ruiz is one of the
He's
best
brilliant.
passers in Europe. They've got
Yeah,
him sitting on the bench
Fabian's
doing
brilliant.
nothing.
Yeah, Soler started.
They got Paredes, who's absolutely brilliant as well. They got him shipped off the
Yeah.
Juventus thing. I don't know if he's on loan or he's sold. It's just so weird.
No,
And-
they sold him.
I think sold.
Pardon?
Sold him.
They sold him, yeah. Because I know he was on loan at
Maybe
PSG.
they
Then went to
made
To be fair, I
Juventus.
did think Danilo Pereira was that bad, to be honest.
I don't mind him.
I don't
No,
know,
he's
alright.
okay, yeah.
He's all right, but he has so much work to do. Like,
Yeah.
Also, that how do you pronounce his name? Waller.
The guy I'm playing right mid.
Yeah, the 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
why they started him. It's just,
He
if
scored at
you're
the
gonna
weekend,
throw
I
him
think.
in-
He scored at the weekend, I'm almost
If
sure.
you're going to throw
He's
him
a good
in,
player, but he's not a right midfielder.
if you're going to throw him in his position against maybe not Bayern Munich in the round of 16.
He's like a 6 or an 8, I think.
Yeah,
from what I've
I didn't understand that. Like, it's cool to give someone like that young the debut and like set a record, but not in a game like that. That's a bit.
No,
naive,
it
I think.
was so weird.
It was a bit
I'm,
harsh
I'm,
on him as well.
I'm quite a fan of Christophe Galtier as well.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
I think
He
he's
just-
managed the
no.
squad quite well because obviously massive personalities in that squad. I think he's finally been the one to settle them down because Pochettino couldn't.
The only he found a system that was going to accommodate Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
only way PSG gets something from this tie is if Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi decides to turn up and just.
Oh
win.
yeah,
Well, I
he's
think
on
they
there.
will though. They
Yeah.
have
If
to.
they want it, they can win.
I mean, Messi last night.
I actually don't think so. I think it's just a smash and grab with PSG. I don't think they'll win the game after being really amazing. It's a smash and grab for PSG, I think.
What,
To be
Mbappe
fair,
behind or
yeah.
something?
I don't think I've ever seen
Neymar
PSG
gets the ball,
play
gives
really
Mbappe,
well.
rebound. There you go.
When was the last time? Can you recall a time when you actually looked at PSG and thought, "Wow, they
There
do
will have been
exceptional"?
one, I just can't think. Well, definitely.
Because like,
They would have played good football in the group.
Man
Like,
City last year that they played.
yeah,
They played Man City one year.
Played Man City in the
must have been
semi-finals when
last year.
Mario scored 2 in the snow in lockdown.
it must have been
remember
last
that.
year because I remember
They
like
played.
Messi
They
being
knocked Bayern out, didn't they? I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I think. They were
there.
really good.
Yeah, Mbappe was brilliant that night
Yeah,
as well.
that rings a bell, yeah.
But yeah, they don't play well. like you say, smash and grab. They'll just launch it, and then Mbappe will do something mad.
Well, it's
or-
They'll wait for one of the
or-
big guys to bail them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's moments of brilliance that win them.
Like it isn't a team really.
It's
It's
3
just,
defeats in a row for PSG.
yeah, it's quite bad. Just that video at the weekend when they're playing in the cup against Marseille, they're 2-1 down, and Messi's just passing around the edge of the box, and he literally doesn't give a fuck. It was quite funny.
it's a weird
I know,
one,
but it's odd. But no, Bayern looked okay. I mean, they didn't have a lot to go against, but they looked okay.
Kimmich was
player.
good,
They've
They've
strong.
still got players to come
Kimmich
back as well, haven't we?
Kimmich was very,
Yeah.
very good.
Kimmich is magnificent, mate.
Yeah. Cancelo got taken off at half time, which I thought was funny. Left for game time. Got taken off after half.
He was injured, wasn't he?
He was struggling for fitness, I think.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
A little bit.
Maybe,
but he
yeah.
won.
Well, Alfonso Davies came on and was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, had a good game, yeah.
I'm still convinced an average Premier League centre back could go to Bayern and do well. I don't rate Upamecano at all.
Upamecano's not good.
No,
He's
I
taking
don't
it
really-
easy.
I
don't- what's your-
Kanate was
so
the better
rash.
of a pair.
I
Which
Which
one
one
got Delict?
Leipzig? He was
I
better.
I really
Delict's
don't.
good. No,
I
Delict's
was
good.
going to say, Delete.
Yeah, I think Delict's good. They
He
play
wasn't good
Pavard
for
in a
me.
back three.
So,
though.
how good is Delict though? Because I'm not a
No, he's good.
huge
I
fan.
don't think he's amazing.
He's
not
not.
sure.
He's never going to be one of the best centre halves in the world, but he's good
No.
enough.
He's strong and he's a leader and he's strong.
He
He's big
replaced-
for his size. No, not for.
He's good in the middle of
big,
the back
he's
three.
size,
I think he
yeah.
did. I think he suits Bayern to
Yeah, I
absolute
think
T.
I think he's good.
He's
Tell you what's
exactly
really
what
good,
they
though.
needed.
Sergio Ramos had one of the best games I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
he was good. Did you see the video of him shoving the?
Yes.
I can't remember.
The cameraman, yeah, because he was bumped by one and then he pushes
He's
the
like,
other guy.
do one.
He
But
was
yeah,
class.
he was
class.
he was immense.
He was
yeah.
class.
Yeah, love
Nuno
Ramos.
Mendes, we haven't even spoken about
Oh,
him.
he was absolutely
He was
magnificent,
brilliant.
mate.
One of the quickest players I've seen this season. Absolutely rapid, and his footwork as well. I think we said it earlier. He gets quick, and his footwork still
Do you know-
gets better.
Do you know
It's
what's
like-
amazing I think about him? If Jamie had a 30-metre head start in a 100-metre race
He'd still beat him.
against Nuno Mendes, I think he'd still beat him even with a ball at his feet.
Yeah,
I do. I think he would.
and a parachute
I
behind
would.
him as well to
Yeah,
slow him
that's
down.
beat me.
Nuno Mendes would beat
Oh,
you.
probably.
Yeah.
No, we have to talk about the big man in goal, Donnarumma. Awful,
Shite.
awful.
Overrated.
Well, he's only ever had one good game that I've seen, and it was the Euros fans. To be fair, if you're going to pick one good game to have, you pick that one.
Yeah, and Pickford was still a better keeper in that sort. He was. I'm not
He
even-
was, yeah,
He
he
was.
was.
Well. Deserve a goal.
But Donnarumma, the penalty heroics were always going to win him the Golden Glove because he won the penalty shootout. If Pickford had won, he would have won the Golden Glove.
He should have won it. He got let down by his players, didn't he? I
No,
don't think that's controversial to say.
Well, I'm not saying it is.
It's not. It's not.
Well,
He saved two
I
penalties.
heard, yeah, when do you ever say two
No, I
penalties
went
and
like
not-
that because
and not
it's
win a
true.
shootout?
Yep.
He's been like that. If you're a keeper and you save 2 penalties and don't win a shootout, you should feel hard done by.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, but
No pressure on a
Donnarumma is awful. I can't believe Keylor Navas is with a Forest.
Yeah.
The fact that
one of the ways we know.
the only reason Donnarumma is good is because one, he's young, and two, he's playing for AC Milan at like 17, and his first name is Gianluigi.
like Mannion for AC is probably a better keeper than Donnarumma.
Who is?
But like
Mannion.
Manion's left
Yeah.
hand is a better
Yeah.
goalkeeper than
He's
he.
class, by the way. He's really
Manion's one of the best goalkeepers
He's
in the world, in
still
my
injured,
opinion.
though, isn't he?
Yeah,
That Tata Brasanu.
Yeah, Tatsrasanu. He's like Romanian or something. Isn't
Yeah.
he? Tatsrasanu, yeah.
He's very average.
No,
but
he's
he
very
gets
average.
bailed out a lot because
I
tomorrow
missed,
is.
I missed last night's games though.
did you?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Compton Town.
A big
I dig it
fish
on.
to fry, mate. Come on.
Drew 1-1 with Berry.
Berry. With
Ooh.
Berry.
Berry.
Who won one with Berry?
So not a bad result. Last
resurgence
minute
of Berry.
equaliser.
Nice.
We're going to make it to the FA Vars finals, aren't we?
Hopefully. Well, we got
I
Berry
beat that
again
before,
next
yeah.
month in the quarters.
we've been to it.
2
I went
wins
to-
from Wembley.
North Shields versus Glossop North End. About 5-6 years ago. Good game, went to extra time and won in the last minute. Respect.
What?
I watched Macclesfield versus York at Wembley.
York
What's
won, didn't they?
What's his name? Is it Summit Parkin?
John
John
Parkin.
Parkin.
John Parkin. Yeah, he scored the
Loves
winner.
Yeah.
pies
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pints.
We have York have had some really iconic strikers.
Yeah,
We've got Lennon John Lewis at the moment, and we had Clayton Donaldson last season, and then we had John Parkin, and we had Richard Brody.
Oh, bro, yeah, bro.
Yeah, we had a few good lads.
Yeah.
A few couple good boys, like, but
Good lads. Yeah.
anyone with Spurs AC Milan? I flick between it because
Nah, I
of PSG.
don't.
I only
doing
watch
so
PSG.
well.
I want more
I thought I want to just the only thing I want to say is on the topic of Conte leaving Spurs would be the best thing that could ever happen to them. I thought Sarr and Skip in midfield actually did really well. All things
Sounds good,
considered.
isn't he?
But you can't get away with playing Sarr and skipping a Champions League quarter.
No, of course not.
They had
but-
to, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I know,
they
but
had to. But
Christ,
and when they
that is
played, I
poor.
thought they were excellent. Honestly, I thought,
Yeah,
I thought,
right, yeah.
I thought they were Spurs' best.
They were
players.
unlucky. Their goal they conceded was unlucky as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, they conceded too early as
I
well.
still
Yeah.
don't have enough in them to go through it, I think.
Oh, because
No.
they don't know. AC will go through, but But no, they didn't look awful.
I think
I
AC
don't know.
will be-
I could
AC
see
will
a
be
surprise
disappointed
on
with
the,
only one,
on
I
the
think.
cards. I could see a surprise in the cards potentially.
I think AC will be very disappointed. It's only
It's
one.
not going to be
because-
one. If Spurs are to pull it back in the second leg, I wouldn't be surprised.
Neither would I.
Well,
neither
we
would
are.
I.
They're a weird
at the
side,
same
aren't
time.
they? Yeah, they're a
Neither
weird
would I,
side.
yeah.
But I wouldn't fear any of them too.
No.
Spurs always seem to kind of do well when the going gets tough.
Yeah, they always beat City, don't they?
Yeah.
I reckon they'll score first in the
There
next
always
leg
seems
and
to
then
be
just
a
get back.
massive VAR call with Spurs in the
Oh,
Champions League.
always.
Always, yeah.
There was that one.
The Sterling one.
Sterling that was
Where Gary
unbelievable.
Oldham on his knees.
You know when
Another Rente
One of the best moments in football ruined by VAR.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
You know in the group stage
But deserve that game. City,
before
yeah.
Christmas, was it Spurs' goal that got disallowed in the last minute, or who they were against?
Who
I
was
think
this?
it's to top the group in Spurs' game in the last.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
on
yeah.
about?
Wasn't-
Yeah, I know.
Who were they
we were
against?
watching it,
Was
weren't
it
we?
Portuguese side they were against?
Was it against...
Frank.
Against Marseille in the last game.
They had Frankfurt, Sporting Lisbon,
Yeah,
and
It was
Sporting
Sporting
with the group.
Lisbon, yeah. And
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
they had to win to top the group, and then they had a. Everyone went mad, didn't they?
I can remember we were watching it,
Oh
weren't
no,
we?
it was to go through. I think.
Yeah,
They
whoever
didn't win the
second...
group, did they?
Because in their group, during the 90 minutes, first
Dead
had gone
fun,
third,
Marseille,
third had gone second,
Frankfurt,
second had
yeah.
gone
oh
fourth.
yeah, any four of the teams could have
Yeah,
gone through.
yeah. I can
Yeah.
remember that, yeah.
Yeah, because it was Stade Rennais was in the group too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, what in Spurs' group?
Yeah, it was.
Marseille, Frankfurt.
Marseille. What?
I literally said that like 5 minutes ago. That's who they played in the last game and
You said
Hoybier
it
scores.
5 minutes ago.
Whoops, didn't hear you. Say it louder, later. No, but will we do some predictions for tonight, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's playing? Dortmund, Chelsea,
we'll do
City.
Thursdays as well.
Yeah.
Well, all of them, or just Barcelona?
No,
No,
just
just
the ones
Barcelona.
you care about.
The ones people give a shit about.
Yeah.
Which is Barcelona.
Bars. Well, no, we'll leave Bars.
Do
at the
Wednesday
very end.
today.
Yeah. Chelsea, Dortmund. You think Chelsea will win?
I think Chelsea will win, yeah. I do. Yeah, how about Chelsea?
Dortmund 1-0.
No, Dortmund are crap.
Chelsea.
I think 2-0 Chelsea.
Chelsea 2-0. That's what I was going to
Chelsea are definitely worse than Dortmund, I think.
No, they're not.
Dortmund are second.
Dortmund are doing.
Dortmund are doing alright.
Dortmund are second in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, they are doing well.
Dortmund
They're doing
third in the
alright.
Bundesliga.
Yeah.
What's
Doing
Dortmund's
okay.
form like now? Yeah, they climbed, haven't they?
Well, you can all back who you want, but me and Samuel are
1,
our
2,
opinions.
3, 4,
I think
5,
Chelsea
6,
will batter
7.
them. Well,
8.
not batter them,
Dortmund
but-
have won all 8 of their last games. They're
Yeah, but-
8 wins in a row.
I
Yeah,
think
but if you
Dortmund
look at the
do.
teams, bloody hell.
No, I
What?
think
I think there'll be goals.
What,
I think
Leverkusen,
goals.
Mainz,
I just think
Freiburg,
for Chelsea, it's all going to
Bundesliga
come
teams.
together at some point, innit?
No,
I think Chelsea go through, but I don't
Dortmund's
think they win
team
tonight.
And
No.
Chelsea's
Oh.
team.
No win tonight.
Yeah, but then look at like
Oh.
West Ham's team and look
Yeah,
at
no,
Chelsea's
I know,
team.
but I
you know
just
what
think Chelsea suit European football more than
2-1 Chelsea. 2-0
I'm going
Yeah, 2-0.
2-2 tonight.
Desi.
1-0 Dortmund.
Yeah, 2-0 to Chelsea. I'd say.
2-2 tonight.
Right, who else
Joao
plays?
Felix is going to score.
I hope he does. I like him.
Yeah. I think Mudryk will have a really good game as well. He can play.
If Cucurella
Yeah.
decides passing the ball.
Yeah.
He hates Cucurella. Hates
Chilwell,
him.
Chilwell can start, can't he?
Hopefully.
He come off the bench, didn't he? A few weeks ago or whatever.
No,
I hope
he came
Chilwell,
on, last week.
Chilwell's good.
Yeah, he
Chilwell
is.
should start. I reckon they'd have a nice little partnership because he's much better going forward, isn't he, than Cucurella?
Yeah, well, because Modric likes to
Just-
cut inside, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
he overlaps on
Cucurella's an
Chilwell.
inverted fullback.
Yes, agreed.
Chilwell is an
And he's
overlapping
crap
fullback.
also, by the way. He's terrible.
Yeah, 2-2 I think it's going to be.
Cucurella suits City more than he does Chelsea.
Big game. Club
Right,
Brugge
right,
versus
right, right.
Benfica.
Oh, I'm going to go
Let's see
Benfica 2-0.
I'm going to go
They are both
Benfica.
exciting.
I'm gonna
Rafa
go
and
Benfica
Gonçalo
3-1.
Ramos will score, I reckon.
Gonçalo Ramos hat-trick, 3-1.
Yeah.
Club Brugge haven't lost no why, but they've drew every game.
You remember what
Did-
league they're in?
Did Bruges win their group?
I think.
Yeah. They're in the same group as PSG, no?
No. Bruges were in.
Bruges were in the same group.
They were in with.
Jao Mario scores tonight, 100%.
Jalmar and Rafa Silva.
Yeah.
I'm
Or Otamendi will score.
But Chalarama, Gianni Chalarama's probably won't play.
Weirdly,
this
I'm
season.
not
He's
bothered
injured.
about this game.
Yeah.
Otamendi will score then. I'll take it back.
So we move on to
I'm going 1-1.
No, I think
3-1 Benfica.
Benfica will win 2-0.
2-1 Benfica, Jao Mario, Breeze.
Should we do Arsenal City?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
God, I
course.
forgot about that. I really want to watch Dortmund Chelsea, but I'm not missing
I'm
that.
not.
Yeah, I want to watch Jude, but I just might have it on my phone.
You've got to watch Arsenal City, haven't you?
I'll have Arsenal City on the TV, and then I'll have
I wish I could do
Dortmund on my
that.
phone because for some reason on Xbox
We'll-
and PlayStation
we'll
you can't
we'll
watch
do
Sky
that.
Go anymore.
Yeah.
It
Like,
is so
I have that issue.
annoying.
Yeah.
Legs, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, we can do
Someone
it.
get it on your laptop and someone get it on the
Exactly,
TV.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could, yeah, I can have it on my laptop, can't I? I'm just on the side.
I'll have it on mine, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
We've both got a better laptop.
Yeah, Arsenal Man City.
I don't
1-1.
It's a really, really tough one to predict. It's really, really tough.
Not back City.
Because in games like this, Pep always overthinks it. All the time.
This game, if Arsenal lose this,
If Arsenal
I
win, they've
think
won the league.
City. I won't go that far.
No, I wouldn't
but
either.
I wouldn't
Not
say
anymore.
that, but I think if Arsenal lose, City have won the league.
No, you can't say City have just won the league.
Well, no,
after
because
No,
if City
I-
win this game, the momentum they'll have is
City are
ridiculous.
streetwise. They've been there and done it, whereas Arsenal.
They're just
I agree with
they're
Tom.
a totally different team this year. I understand totally what you're saying. I totally agree. They're just a different. I want to say that, but then I think to myself, they're just a totally different team this year. It just doesn't look. It just doesn't look. like the
I'm
same
confident
City.
City.
No,
I'm
City will
confident-
concede.
2-0 City,
confident
Mahrez,
City will
pen,
win the league.
Haaland, tap him.
Do you see? I'm pretty sure Pep said that he wants Haaland to take pens, but
Yeah,
Mahrez takes
if
them
I was
anyway.
Haaland, there's no way Mahrez is taking a penalty.
No, I'm
there.
like,
Oh my
give me
god,
that.
yeah, you want to break every record possible.
I thought it was absolutely ridiculous when I saw Mahrez take the pen. Yeah, because I was in the toilet and Keir said, "Oh, Man City got a penalty." I said, "Who's taking it?" Mahrez, and I stayed in the toilet.
I think it'll be 2-1 City. I think Arsenal score first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. I think 2-1 City.
1-1.
Because
2-0.
Edison is the worst shot. Well, not the worst, but he's
2-0.
very bad at shot stopping.
It's rubbish, yeah.
2-0 for me.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and
No,
then
I don't think we can say they've won the league if they win this. I know what you mean, but
Yeah, I think you're all jumping. over.
Arsenal have still
but
got
I think
2
they will
games
win
in
the
hand
league.
on them.
I don't think this game will make
I
them
think
win the
City
league, but I
win
think
the
they will.
I
win the
think
league.
City will win the league.
I think Arsenal win the league.
No, I think City will. If Arsenal been on they haven't been good for weeks and weeks.
No, yeah, they have been poor recently.
I think if City win tonight, I can just see them going on a.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's the thing with
Yeah.
City. There was that run ages ago, wasn't there, where they won like 20 games, conceded about 4 and scored about
That's what
30.
they'll go on. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Whereas
think
Arsenal, no matter
'Cause
the
they
result
can.
tonight,
saying that
they'll drop
Arsenal are on a bad
points.
run's a bit unfair though. Like you look at the Brentford.
No,
game
no, I'm
weekend,
not
they
saying
were-
a bad run. I'm just saying they're not playing.
They've had a
well.
bad couple of games, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I think
can't-
the Everton game was just Dyche was just well.
They haven't
just
played-
Well maybe
Oh, I agree,
nudge,
but we still battered them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They
We
were
just
terrible because we made them
Yeah.
all terrible, not because they were.
Arsenal were good against us. Or Brentford against Spurs, Man City in the FA Cup, they kind of just relinquished that.
Yeah, they weren't.
game.
Very, they,
Yeah,
they didn't really
want
play
to
like
win that.
themselves.
Arsenal
really.
don't have a bad
Trust that with them.
set of fixtures coming up though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Villa, Leicester, Everton, Bournemouth, Fulham.
We'll just
Palace,
beat them
Leeds.
again, mate. Not being It's not hard, is it?
you're not very good at it, Emirates, are you?
No one is.
No.
No, no one is, to be fair.
Yeah.
We're really good against them at home.
Yeah.
Really good, like record.
This is the
really
total
good.
opposite against. Well, no, we're quite bad at Goodison Park, but you're unbelievable at Old Trafford. I hate playing.
Yeah,
at
we
Old
are,
Trafford.
weirdly, yeah.
I hate it. I hate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hate
We
it.
are.
In the space in April though, Arsenal have to play Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and Newcastle. So that'll be it
Ooh,
Why did you
Yeah.
include Liverpool in that for?
because we're just class.
I really hope we humble you. I really, really
I do
do.
as well, mate.
Well, it's not humbling me. I say we won.
Well, no,
but-
your fans more in general because now you beat Everton.
Tom's the biggest optimist of all time, though. I think City had won absolutely everything, and it was like Carabao Cup final or whatever. Or I can't remember what it was. He was like, "Oh, I think we're going to win 3-0."
Oh yeah.
Such an optimist.
no,
I respect it, though.
Oh, yeah, I respect it.
It was the FA Cup semi-final when
Yeah,
we did beat them.
It's just
Going
those
to the game, I
things.
just knew we were going to do them.
Sometimes you do get a feel, don't you?
Yeah.
Like he's just like
That was when Stefan decided to give the ball to Mane, wasn't it?
Twice.
Yeah.
yeah, we
He
did.
was just out the ball. Seriously,
Just rolled over.
Yeah.
Just slide tackling them. Yeah.
Well, that was when Pep went really edgy, wasn't it? That was the start of Pep's really bad edginess.
The pinnacle of Pep's edginess was the Champions League final.
yeah, I was going to
against
say,
Chelsea.
yeah, Rodri, mate, you're not playing.
Yeah.
That was horrendous.
His best player all season. Nah, you sorry, mate. You son of a-
Yeah, that's true.
That started real because he overthinks. That's what I think tonight will be close.
No,
No, overthink it.
I think
so
he'll get it
much.
right. He got it right last game when
He has to.
Bernardo was.
Left back.
Yeah,
No, we'll get away with that this time though. They'll have to-
He'll
they'll
recall
have to-
Howard Bellis and play him at right forward or something.
Injured, unfortunately.
Well, we'll still play him.
Yeah,
Overthinking that
Edgy,
much.
yeah.
No, I'm optimistic, but I don't get ahead of myself after a win like one.
they'll recall Cancelo, put him in goal. Arsenal won all. No, Arsenal won all.
Arsenal 1-1.
Arsenal will win 1-1.
I think Arsenal will win 1-1.
1-1, Saka and Haaland.
That reminds me of an OG clip of
I
when
think-
you
I
like
think
Wolves
Brian's got a
Southampton.
goal.
Good game. 1-1.
Great
And
game.
1-1s can be good games.
I know, it's just
to this
funny.
day.
Just the way you said 1-1.
To this day. 1-1s are sometimes the best games you see.
Yeah,
Any
right.
result- any
just
result
funny.
is a
Because you're
good
both
game.
dying for the result.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Man
it's funny how
United
you said
Barca.
Wait, where's that? Is
it
that
Camp
Barca?
Nou.
Is that tomorrow?
Barcelona, they
Ooh, I
win
don't
1-0.
No, we
Yeah,
don't win. We don't win. We're not
Barcelona, they win 1-0.
2-0 Barca.
Pedri
Thanks.
scores the goal.
Casemiro's playing, isn't he? Yeah.
No,
Is this
Lisandro,
Van
no,
Dembele
Lisandro
for it?
Martinez.
Why?
I believe
It's a spin.
not.
Is this on Dembele fit? If he is, Barca 2-0. If he's not, Barca 1-0.
3-1 Barca.
Luke Shaw's going to pocket him. Clip this. Pocket. Shaw's going to pocket.
Yeah, please do.
Can you imagine Harry Maguire
It'll
against
be
Ronaldo?
Rafinha. It'll be Rafinha.
He's not playing.
No.
1-0 then.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Rafinha will be the right wing, and Gavi kind of plays off the left.
Gavi's
now.
class.
Yeah, Gav's plays left wing.
What about
They play like a
Ansu Fati?
box midfield. It's like a
Pedri,
3-2-2-3.
Easy
Do you know about Ansu
That
Fati?
Kessier's going
He's
to
done
play.
his ACL about 25 times.
No, but is he fit now or
Who?
No.
Ansu Fati?
That guy.
Bench. He's
Did
on
you watch the
bench,
Tifo
though.
video about
Doesn't
Ansu
start.
Fati?
I know he
They
had the
got-
same surgery 3 times in
The
1 year.
club got
Didn't he?
if a club didn't tell him how to recover properly,
Yeah,
the third time he had it reoperated on,
yeah,
so he's going to struggle with it for the rest of his career now, basically.
yeah. He did his ACL, didn't he? It was like quite a bad one though.
Really bad one.
And then he had the surgery, didn't work. Had another surgery, didn't work. The third one had it, then they didn't tell him how to recover.
Yeah, he was meant to do recovery exercises for like 4 weeks, but they stopped him after 14 days.
Can he
And
walk?
put him back on the grass. Yeah, he can walk.
It's just
Fair
he'd be
play,
one of them
though.
footballers that like won't stay fit for. a
Ryan
full season ever.
Sessegnon doesn't sprint.
Yeah, he
He'd
don't.
be like one of those.
Yeah.
Like an Ansu Fati alternative to that.
It's a shame 'cause
unfortunately.
he was
and
brilliant
then the
before
career's
the
in the bin because you can't be a winger without pace and power really
No,
at the
I feel
top
for him,
level.
yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
still feel for him, yeah.
Not anymore.
Especially in
yeah.
that ball.
Yeah, unless you're blessed, like Mahrez, for example, who's this
Yeah.
ridiculous technical
Oh,
ability.
man, I was just so...
No,
Yeah,
Fat to be on the bench.
Yeah, Balde's good at left back.
Baldy's very
Very
Yeah,
good at
yeah,
left back.
Baldy's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Baldy is good.
But
Araujo had a pound.
Can we do
last
Araujo
week,
against
didn't
not Villarreal.
Valladolid or something?
Real
Was
Valladolid
it
or whatever.
Villarreal? Whoever it was, mint.
yeah.
I know it was Villarreal. It was Villarreal.
The-
The
yeah,
most recent
the-
game.
Yeah, 1-0 they
Yeah.
won, didn't they?
Can we
Like-
do a quick Barca and Man United combined 11?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
In goal,
Quick, yeah.
Ter Stegen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right back,
Right back,
Koundé.
Koundé.
Yeah.
Centre back.
Good shout for Dallo, but Koundé.
Yeah.
Centre back. I'd probably give you
Varane Martinez.
Yeah, I'd give you Varane Martinez.
Varane
Can't
Martinez.
pass Araujo.
Obviously, one good game against
Araujo,
Villarreal.
Martinez.
No, it is Varane. It is
No,
Varane
it is
Martinez.
Varane. For now, it is.
Varane Martinez.
Left
Left
back.
back, Shaw.
Yeah.
Shaw.
Yeah.
Can't argue it.
Yeah.
Midfield.
Balde, excellent. Looks really promising. Shaw.
Midfield 3.
Casemiro.
Casemiro, Pedri.
De Jong.
Yeah.
De Jong.
Yeah.
Front 3.
Lewandowski.
I'm saying all fit.
Yeah. it's-
Rashford, Lewandowski,
Dembele.
Dembele.
and Dembele.
Yeah, that's
yes.
it. That's it.
What a squad.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squad wins the
Yeah,
Champions
that was
League.
very civilised. Well done.
Yeah.
That was really good.
It's quite simple though.
We should just out for like one episode. We should discuss a combined 11 takes 20 seconds.
Yeah, we'll all pretend to like each other for an episode as well. sure.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Not that good.
Not
at
It's
that.
easier when
But
Mason's
maybe,
there.
yeah, when Mason's out here, we're all a bit
I
nicer.
don't like
but-
you either, to be fair. So.
No.
So,
No, yeah, I think I will take a draw. A draw is a win.
A draw's a great.
A draw is a
unbelievable
win. A
result,
draw is a
yeah.
win. And then we take him to OT, and I'll be at it. And
OT.
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 I'm a win.
OT. No rose
love when we go OT.
3-1, I reckon.
Ah, no way, Tom. Shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up, Tom.
Sorry.
You think we're going to beat Man City?
I was right.
Who are you playing in the Champions League?
Madrid.
Oh, you're going to get
Real
hammered.
Madrid. You will get
You
We
battered.
won't get hammered. That.
No, they're rubbish.
We won't
But
get
they're better
hammered.
than them, so. we'll still
Yeah,
be-
anyone's better than them.
Whoa.
We're going through.
Shots fired. What has Mason said in the group chat?
I hope nothing. Oh,
Yeah.
he said something.
I've already spoke about it.
Let's end the pod on
Take
Mason.
Marsh off the list.
Marsh.
What?
Oh, has he got? Is he not going?
No.
What do you mean take Marsh off the list?
No way have we spoken about
Mason, we are currently recording. How far into the
Mason,
recording
what's
are we?
happened?
1 hour 45.
1 hour 45 minutes into the recording. We've done an
Jesse
entire
Marsh
Jesse
will
Marsh.
not become the next Southampton manager after
Oh my
talks have
word.
broken down.
Oh my word.
We just wasted half an hour of the podcast.
Oh my
God's
word.
sake.
Oh my word. Ah.
We just wasted so much time.
Town are never going to beat Southampton. No.
So who's going to take the Southampton job?
No one. Then.
Paul Hurst. Oh, for God's sake.
We just wasted so much time.
Who is actually going to take the Southampton job? Is Big Sam?
That's incredible.
Is Big Sam still in the job?
That's quite good, isn't it?
Is Big Sam?
Two was doing talks at UCFB, mate.
I don't know.
He said he wouldn't rule going back though, but he's got to be the right team.
I think Steve Bruce will get a job. I am, of course, joking.
Oh, I wish you
Hughes.
would. That'd be so good. I'd love it. I just want to see Steve.
Who
Bruce
from the championship?
ruin
Well,
one
who's
more
doing really
team.
well? Michael Carrick. Please don't.
Too early.
Yeah.
Not going to go.
The ones that are doing well, they're still
Company
doing
won't go.
Company
Carrick
will
won't
not
go.
go.
Yeah, so
Corbran won't go.
Marsh was in Southampton on Tuesday night, and
Paul
then Tom's broke
Lambert, get him
down.
back in the
Yeah,
Prem.
Paul Lambert. No. Andre Villas-Boas. Yeah. Roberto Di Matteo. Yeah.
What about
Champions League, what am I-
Thingy? Nuno Espirito Santo.
Yes, good shot.
It's not a bad shout.
Yeah, good shot.
Don't think he'll go there.
glad
but
we
yeah,
didn't
good
get him.
shout.
Paul Heckingbottom.
No,
Tony Pulis come out of retirement for 6 months.
I didn't say no.
Tony Mowbray.
Oh.
Take from Sunderland. Is he at Sunderland?
Nigel Pearson.
Oh.
Sam Allardyce. Come on.
Slaven Bilic.
He's at Watford.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
He's
is
gonna
he?
get sacked.
What? Yeah, probably.
Yes. Yeah, they're not
They
doing
should have
very
won last night.
Lasted
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, without it winning 5.
And they should really be up there with Sarr and João Pedro. But
João Pedro's injured.
no, he scored last night.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he
back
did.
then. He was injured though.
Yeah, because Company subbed their keeper at half time, brought Bailey Peacock Farrell on.
Did he?
Nice pick.
Wait, was Muric injured or was just
He took
crap?
me a mistake.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but that's it. Well, we finished with the quiz. We just wrap it up there.
Wrap it.
No, we'll just wrap it up there. We'll wrap it up there.
Wrap it up.
Right. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry about the Jesse Marsh drama, but we just it
That's
was,
quite
it
funny.
was out of our hands. We didn't know.
Live broadcast.
What a
We didn't
waste
know.
of a-
No matter if Mason isn't here or if he is, he still has an effect because he will edit this episode and put his rubbish intro at the start.
We won't even see this, but you don't watch the whole thing before.
We'll have a
he does it,
dubstep intro at the start, won't we? Like an old Sidemen Crossbar Challenge video. Or like a pack open.
Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.